Tired of driving 45 minutes or more just to stand in line at the DMV? Skip the trip and come to B&D Title and Licensing in Elizabeth, right off Route 14. We handle it all from vehicle title transfers, renewal stickers, duplicate titles, and more. Plus, we got a notary on site and even offer after-hours appointments to fit your schedule. Save time and skip the hassle and get it done close to home. Call owner-operator Bobby Moore today at 304-488-1906. That's B&D Title and Licensing in Elizabeth, your faster, easier DMV alternative.
Burns Bait and Carryout and Campground at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia. If you're looking for a new pistol, we have Smith & Wesson and Glocks in stock. Or if you're looking for a new hunting rifle or shotgun, we've got you covered. We have a full line of ammo in stock. We are a muck boot dealer, and we have Quaker Boy box calls in stock. At Burns Bait and Carryout at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia, or call 304-275-4444 or check us out on our website at bbcoutdoors.com.
Fall sports are back, and so is that hometown pride we all love. At Calhoun Banks, we're proud to support our local community's athletics and even more proud to support all of you. Whether you are applying for a loan, opening a checking or savings account, or taking advantage of one of our many services, we're here to make things easier. Join a team that's been trusted for generations, 125 years strong and still your go-to local bank. To apply online or contact us, go to calhounbanks.com or visit us in Grantsville, Arnoldesburg, Glenville, and Elizabeth. Good luck and have a great season.
Chris's Barbershop, located in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza, open Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 3 p.m., Saturdays 8 till noon. If you have a special event and need a haircut or just a trim, stop by and see Chris and let him hook you up. That's Chris's Barbershop in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza in downtown Elizabeth, West Virginia. Crossroads General Store is a full gun and ammo dealer, from pistols to rifles, shotguns, and then some. Fishing supplies, live bait, minnows, night crawlers, fishing poles. We have full gun safes and locking pistol boxes, turkey decoys, deer feed, bow target blocks. Don't forget to fill up your tank. We have Marathon gas and a full store of convenience items. That's Crossroads General Store, 15262 Staunton Turnpike, Walker, West Virginia, on the corner of Route 47 and Newark Road. Stop by today.
Are you a registered nurse looking for your next opportunity? Join the team at Elizabeth Care Center, a 36-bed skilled nursing facility in Elizabeth, West Virginia. We offer competitive pay, a supportive team environment, community engagement, and the chance to make a real difference in the lives of those we serve. Be part of the only 5-star facility within 45 miles of Elizabeth, West Virginia. Call 681-236-1010 to apply or learn more today.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with a State Farm agent and saved us money.
Oh, nice. Can we just order in now?
Are you serious? We just bundled, and our agent helped me personalize our coverage.
But what about my slipper and sweatpants bundle?
Oh, fine.
Your local State Farm agent in Elizabeth is Hayden Stewart, 304-275-3335.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability, amount of discount, savings, and eligibility may vary.
K&B Supply at 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth has a full line of Midwest fasteners, from small screws to large nuts and bolts. We have hay rings and poly and steel. Fall is coming up, so stock up on Easy Heat wood pellets. Buy the bag or buy the ton. And ladies, looking for gift ideas for your man? Every guy likes pocket knives. We have a full line of old-timer knives. Stop by at 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth or call 304-275-1141 today.
Mason's Towing and Recovery has 35 years of experience. Call us at 304-275-3621 to get help with recovery and accidents, mechanical breakdowns, and more. We are a part of AAA and we take most insurances. If you break down out of town in Parkersburg or Charleston, or if you just Bo-Duke jump it over the hill, we will be there to get you home safe and sound. Call Mason's Towing for all your towing needs at 304-275-3621 and tell Rick WVRC sent you.
At Matheny Whited Funeral Home LLC, located at 488 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia, we honor our families with dignity and respect. We offer traditional services, cremation, pre-arrangements, pet cremations, and monument sales. At Matheny Whited Funeral Home, you are family, not a number. We are located at 488 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia, or you can give us a call at 304-275-4229.
Hey guys, this is Shannon from Miller Steels and Deals. We have all your shopping needs, from the bedroom to the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. We got you covered. Looking for furniture or even maybe a gift card? Come on by Miller Steels and Deals on Mount Zion Ridge in the Old Armory Building, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5 for the best prices around. Give us a call, 304-804-6006.
Minnie Hamilton is excited to announce the opening of our Women and Maternal Care Services in Glenville. I'm Corey Grogg. I'm a women's health and family nurse practitioner with Minnie Hamilton Health System. We offer childbirth education classes and breastfeeding and postpartum support. Along with pre- and postnatal care, our team sees patients from birth throughout the lifespan. We are your partner in health today, tomorrow, and for life. Please call the Glenville office for more information at 304-462-7322.
Minnie Hamilton Health System, better healthcare, better living. Minnie Hamilton Health System, your partner in health.
It's Throwback Thursday at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth. Sugardale Bacon, $2.98. Campbell's SpaghettiOs, 78 cents a can. Bluebonnet Spread, 78 cents a pound. Pillsbury Cookie Dough, $2.28. Stouffer's Entrees, $5.98. Prices are after all discounts. Sale starts Thursday, September the 11th through Sunday, September the 14th only at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth.
Myers Family Insurance in Elizabeth is your local farm and business insurance specialist. Did you know that your homeowner's policy may not cover your crops, livestock, equipment, or farm liability? A custom farm policy from Myers Family Insurance protects all that and more. Or maybe you own a small business or a large corporation. We offer business insurance, commercial auto, and workers' compensation to fit all your needs. I'm Matt Myers, and I invite you to let my family protect your family. Call 304-275-7111 or visit MyersFamilyInsurance.com for a free quote.
Riverbend Supply in downtown Elizabeth has just got in a fresh shipment of deer corn, flavored corn, and salt blocks for your deer. And don't forget about your other animals. We have all your seeds and feed for all the other animals as well at Riverbend Supply in downtown Elizabeth. Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway in Creston, West Virginia, or call 304-275-3351. Do you have a craving for a sub like our 8-inch Italian, Philly steak, or a great pizza sub with fries or maybe chili cheese fries or onion petals? We got you covered at Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway or call 304-275-3351 for your order today. We welcome all bikers and ATV rides, open Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 7, Sundays 11 to 3, and closed on Mondays.
Hello, Wirt County Tiger fans. Let's take a look at your Mountain Country AccuWeather game night forecast. For the game tonight in Mount Zion, sunny skies with temperatures in the low 70s for pregame. As kickoff approaches, temperatures will drop into the upper 60s. Throughout the night, comfortable weather for the ball game with temperatures hovering in the upper 50s. That's a look at your game night forecast on WVRC Wirt County. Go Tigers! Moore's Piggly Wiggly and Crossroads General Store proudly bring you live streaming coverage of Wirt County Tiger football on WVRC Wirt County Sports. Wirt County Tiger football is also brought to you by these community sponsors: Matheny Whited Funeral Home, Calhoun Banks, Mason's Towing, Riverbend Supply, Shade Tree Diner, Hayden Stewart State Farm Agent, K&B Supply, Miller Suds and Sales, Stump Funeral Home, Burns Bait and Carryout, Myers Family Insurance, Twisted Sisters, Bar and Grill, Chris's Barbershop, Mini Hamilton Health System, B&D Title Service, Elizabeth Care Center, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Moore's Piggly Wiggly. Now we take you up to the press box for live streaming coverage of Tiger football with Jeremy Kirby, Shane Bates, and the rest of the WVRC Wirt County Sports crew.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights. We're coming to you live from Calhoun County, where the atmosphere is electric, the crowd is on edge, and the Wirt County Tigers are about to lock horns with the Calhoun County Red Devils. These two schools are only separated by 36 miles, but when it comes to football, that short drive up Route 5 feels like a bitter divide. Rivalries don't come much closer, and tonight, folks, it's bragging rights on the line. The all-time series is Wirt County's favor with 46 wins and 33 losses. Both teams enter this contest at 1-1, and you can bet both want to climb above that 500 mark. For the Tigers, the story is momentum. After a tough week one, Wirt County came storming back last Friday night, unleashing an offensive onslaught in a 47-12 win over Magnolia. Tigers didn't just win, they dominated. The offense racked up yards in chunks. The end zone looked wide open, and every possession felt like a chance to score, and the defense says, "Don't forget about us," as they only allowed 12 points over the 48 minutes of game time. That kind of statement victory has Tiger Nation buzzing, and you can hear the confidence from warm-ups all the way to the sideline. But this isn't just any Friday night. This is the Tigers' first road trip of the season. They have ran into a Calhoun County team who broke a 26-game losing streak in their last contest. Wirt County's band, fans, and players, they've traveled into enemy territory, and here in Calhoun County, the Red Devils want nothing more than to hold serve on their home field and start a new tradition of winning. You can feel the tension in the air. Calhoun is scrappy, Calhoun is physical, and Calhoun is desperate to make the Tigers earn every inch of turf under these lights. When these two line up across from each other, you throw out the records, you throw out the stats, and you buckle up for 4 quarters of rivalry football. The question hanging in the night sky: can Wirt County's explosive offense travel? Can the roar echo on the road, just like it did last week at Wilson Eisman? The Red Devils will do everything they can to slow it down, but the Tigers have weapons, they have speed, and they have a hunger to provide that this team is for real. Every snap matters, every yard matters, and every roar from the visiting sidelines will be answered by a wall of noise from the home crowd. The stands are packed, the student sections are rowdy, and the field is shining under those Friday night lights. Folks, this is small-town West Virginia football at its finest. Pride, passion, and a rivalry that cuts deep. Wirt County is ready, Calhoun County is ready, and we're just minutes away from kickoff. It's Tigers, it's the Red Devils, it's Friday night football, and it's coming up next. So come along with us tonight as we bring the 80th edition of the Wirt County versus Calhoun County rivalry into your living room across Wirt County and all the world on WVRC Wirt County. Welcome in, everybody. We are live here for a 7 p.m. kickoff between the Wirt County Tigers and the Calhoun County Red Devils. We come live to you here from Mount Zion at Red Devils Field. Shane, this is the first time being on the road, buddy. It's a lot different.
Yeah, it is. Definitely being up here in the mountains in Mount Zion is definitely different than being down in Elizabeth.
I tell you, they've got us a nice little setup here, and we appreciate the hospitality from our Calhoun County partners, and that they got us on the air here. And you know, whenever you go on the air or whenever you go on the road, it's so difficult with the travel and with setting up the internet and setting up all the things that it takes to bring this on. We truly appreciate Casey McCulty, Matt Hayes, Swolby, all the guys that came over and helped us get on the air here, and all the Calhoun people that allowed us to use the different internet services. But I'll tell you what, it's a rivalry game, Shane. It's one of those that you look at and you're like, what do we expect here tonight?
I think it's going to be a hard-nosed football from each team. It's going to be who controls the line of scrimmage, what I think.
There's a lot of film on this Calhoun team that we've watched, and I tell you, week 1 against Gilmer, they had a lot of opportunities that they just didn't cash in on, and that Gilmer game could have easily swung the Red Devils' direction. But they had a turnover on the 1-yard line against Gilmer County. They were driving the ball before the end of the first half, and they ran out of time. The timer went off, and they were driving down the field. So this Red Devil team is not one Wirt County can take lightly. I know Coach Hickman has harped that in the locker room. All the coaches have been very observant of that, and they don't want to come out here and come out flat. They want to come out early and play Wirt County football. Shane, the first game of the year, we seen the Tigers take it to the air, and I mean Tyler Smith looked like he was coming out here looking for the high school Heisman out there in the first half of week 1. And last week we seen a completely different script where Adrian Hartford and Anthony Morgan said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I want my name on that broadcast too." So as we came out here tonight, which one do you think we're going to see the most?
I think they're going to do the ground and pound, assert their dominance. Then if Calhoun miraculously stops it eventually, they're going to air the ball out. Smith is going to put air underneath the ball, and the receiver's going to go and get it. So I'd say it's going to be a dual threat this evening.
I think if you told Jason Hickman that was his biggest problem, was having to decide which one he wanted to do first, because they're both working early in the season, I think that'd be a good problem for him to have, and he'd take it in a heartbeat. We want to go ahead and give a shout out to Sean Healy as well. Whenever we do these scene setters, he's the one that puts these videos together. Andrew Miller puts the background noise on there to allow it all to come together and make it sound nice. If it was just my voice, it'd be boring, but you know, we thank those guys for coming together and helping us out. We're glad to have Matt Hayes here with us. He gets everything on the producing side of it, the engineering side of it. Shane and I do the easy part, and that's just talking football, but Matt's over here punching all the buttons, and we're glad to have him with us tonight. Matt, you got anything for the people?
Looking at stats from last week, you talked about how the ground game was a lot heavier. Tyler was 6 of 13 for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. Tyler was 5 for 36 and 2 touchdowns rushing. Anthony Morgan, 8 for 136 yards on the ground. Adrian Hartford, 11 for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground as well.
Tell you what, when you got two backs that wants to load like that, I mean, you got Hartford with the 2 touchdowns, but you got Morgan with well over 100 and some yards there. That's impressive, and it's a good problem to have. It means those guys up front are doing their jobs.
Yeah, and the reason why Hartford got those touchdowns because Morgan was the workhorse and got him down there, and he got rewarded with pay dirt instead of Morgan. But that's how it goes sometimes.
Oh, Anthony will get plenty of house calls himself here coming up soon. We keep getting some comments here. We'll be kicking the ball off here about 7 o'clock. It might be a little bit after everything's said and done. But Shane, I tell you, we get another perfect weather. We're 3 for 3 on the weather. Well, let me back that up. We're 2 for 3 on the weather. The lightning delay last week wasn't ideal. We didn't have any rain, we didn't have any wind, but we had a lot of lightning in the air. So right now, I look around, there's not a storm cloud around, so that means you won't be listening to us yak for an hour about nothing. So we're looking forward to the positive there. We'll go ahead and set the scene a little bit from our booth here. It's going to be kind of hard for us to see side to side, so you might see the play happen on your screen before we can call it, but we'll do the best that we can here. And it's the first time being on the road, so we're going to try to have to contain the excitement. At home, Shane, it's our press box. We can do what we want. That's on right. The road, I want to make sure I can see all 4 quarters and not be asked to leave after 2. So we'll try to reel it in a little bit and see what we can do on this end. But looks like the fans are traveled pretty well. There's several of them over there. Still some coming in. We're still about 22 minutes away, and I know it's a short drive across Route 5, but it takes a little bit of time.
But it's still rewarding, though, having your fans travel with you as well.
We've had a couple fans tell us this week that they listen to our broadcast while they sit in the bleachers and watch the football game. So we encourage you to do that. If you want to listen to us, come to the field, put it on your phone and put it up to your ear, and we'll be live with you, and you can watch them live, or if you want to stay in the comfort of your home, you know what, we'll bring it through to your TV or your computer or however you're watching us. But we want to go ahead and take a second here and let everybody know that we talked about this being a rivalry game, but also with the rivalry game, there is a trophy involved in this matchup. So I kind of did some history crunching here, and I said it in the scene setter. Wirt County has won this game, fellas, 46 times and lost it 33 times. The Tigers are on a little bit of a streak here of keeping the trophy. So tonight, it's a football game. It's an LKC matchup. It's a game where you only get 10 of them a year, so you bring your best. But tonight, there's a trophy to go back to Wirt County or to stay right here in Mount Zion. And I know the boys are fired up as they had to bring that trophy with them. They wanted to travel home with that trophy as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely rewarding winning that rivalry game that you circled on your calendar of beating your rival and keeping it at home or bringing it home with you. It's just the excitement of playing for trophies pretty great.
And the history of this game, we talked about it last week. Calhoun County was the first ever opponent for the then Elizabeth High School football team.
Was that back in 1923, Matt?
1923, yep.
My goodness. I'll tell you what, my great-grandma wasn't even a twinkling in my great-great-grandma's eye at that point in life. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to kick her over here to a break. When we come back, we'll break down last week. We'll break down this Calhoun County team, and we'll get you to Shane's keys of the game. We got Coach Hickman's interview coming up. We got a lot in store here as the pregame rolls along here in Mount Zion, West Virginia.
104.7 Mountain Country Weather.
Hello, Wirt County Tiger fans. Let's take a look at your Mountain Country AccuWeather game night forecast. For the game tonight in Mount Zion, sunny skies with temperatures in the low 70s for pregame. As kickoff approaches, temperatures will drop into the upper 60s. Throughout the night, comfortable weather for the ball game with temperatures hovering in the upper 50s. That's a look at your game night forecast on WVRC Wirt County. Go Tigers!
Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway in Creston, West Virginia, or call 304-275-3351. Do you have a craving for a sub like our 8-inch Italian, Philly steak, or a great pizza sub with fries or maybe chili cheese fries or onion petals? We got you covered at Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway, or call 304-275-3351 for your order today. We welcome all bikers and ATV rides, open Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 7, Sundays 11 to 3, and closed on Mondays.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
We're back here live at Mount Zion at Red Devil Field here. We're going to go ahead and kick it over to Shane Bates here, and he's going to break down last week's game for us before we go ahead and go over to Coach Hickman's interview. So, Shane?
Folks, last week the Tigers looked every bit the part of the team finding its stride as they rolled over Magnolia with a convincing 47-12 win. From the opening kickoff, the Tigers established themselves, jumping out to an early lead and never looking back. Senior quarterback Tyler Smith showed why he's such a dangerous weapon, not only tossing a pair of touchdown passes, but also running in 2 scores himself. He kept the Magnolia defense guessing all night long. In the backfield, sophomore Adrian Hartford powered his way to 2 touchdowns, while senior Anthony Morgan was the workhorse, piling up well over 100 yards on the ground. Add in a touchdown grabs from Jake Moore and Easton Wired, and you had an offense that was firing on all cylinders. And let's not overlook the defense. The Tigers were physical. They were aggressive, and they forced turnovers when Magnolia tried to claw their way back in. 80-plus tackles on the night, sacks from Hartford and Stilgenbauer, and interceptions by Goodwin and Moore. This was a group that set the tone and never let the Blue Eagles get comfortable. Bottom line, Wirt County put together a complete performance, balanced offense, stingy defense, and momentum in all 3 phases of the game. If they bring the same energy and execution in tonight's matchup, they'll be a tough team for anyone to handle.
That's exactly right, Shane. I tell you, last week was a lot of fun, even through the lightning delays and all the things that we had to go through. And as you guys can hear, there's speakers above us. You're going to hear some background music throughout the night, and it's one of those things that we'll try to cover up. I don't know how much of it's coming through my mic, but where it's just a different venue. But as you hit on, Shane, last week was an exciting one. It was one that Magnolia would like to move the ball about the 25 to the 25, but whenever they got inside that 25, the Tigers defense bowed up, and they only held them to 12 points. So that's a really good thing. We looked at the roster, Shane, last week. We played a team that had 17, I believe, seniors. This week we play a team we play a team in Calhoun that is senior-less. They do not have a single senior on their roster on the WVSSAC site.
Definitely a young team. If they, with the record, they're 1-1, correct?
Yep, they broke a 26-game losing streak last time out.
Well, if they're such a young team, then they'll definitely come back next season with that experience and hopefully come back as a better Red Devil team.
That's exactly right. I tell you, we just want to see good football. We're just like you fans at home. We obviously root for the Tigers. There's reasons we wear orange, but I tell you, it's one of those that we want to see good football, and I think we can do that tonight. Now, earlier today, I was able to catch up with Coach Hickman outside of Wilson Eisman before we made the trip over, and he was able to give us a good interview here. And I'll tell you, it's one of those things that you can tell that we're new to this, because at the end of this interview, you'll see a moment where I stick my hand out, and Coach didn't know I was, so he almost left me hanging on the air. So it was one of those things. I was really glad he finally stuck his hand out so we could shake hands and not be some type of meme on an Instagram or something. The boys oftentimes, Shane, go home and watch this, so they'd be quick to put us on there. But we'll go ahead and kick it over to Coach Hickman here very shortly as Matt's getting ready to produce it over there. Matt, go ahead and kick it over to Coach Hickman. Here we are with Coach Hickman for week 3 of WVRC Wirt County's streaming live on YouTube. We got 2 more weeks, Coach, so we get to go on Facebook, so we're still stuck on YouTube, but we get to head to Calhoun County tonight. What's your thoughts?
It's a rivalry game. I know that they're going to be ready. They won last week, and I know their coaching staff will have their kids ready to go, so we need to make sure that we show up ready to play.
Coach, last week was a good week here for the Tigers. I know a lot of people's eyes go to that 47 number for the offense, but the defense did a great job as well.
Defense did a good job. I felt like in the middle of the field we had trouble getting them off, but when they got down into the red zone, or at least the high red zone, our defense stepped up and really did a good job getting them off the field, not giving up points, and that's really what matters at the end of the day.
You look at the last 2 weeks. Week 1, there was a ton of passing yardage, a lot of good things going through the air with your quarterback Tyler Smith, and last week Adrian Hartford and Anthony Morgan kind of stepped up and carried the load.
Yeah, for sure. I told our kids this week the goal was to let's try to throw and run the ball well in the same day. That'd be great. So we'll see what happens.
Coach, last week was a milestone for you. I know we don't focus on individual stuff as coaches very often, but last week you tied the all-time schools winning record for games, and tonight you have an opportunity to break that. What's some things that goes through your mind when you think about that?
It's hard to think about things like that right now. I'm really just focused on, this game and the opponent and what we have to do to win it. But I will say that, I appreciate my coaching staff. Ben Moore has been on the sideline with me for every game I've ever coached here. Coach Lowe was a player here, won a lot of games for 4 years, and then he's also on our staff helping us win. Coach Villers, when he's not out saving the world in his Army duties, he's here helping us as well. And Coach Hill is a trainer, just so many people, but those guys especially. And I will say, as far as the gentleman that I have the potential to pass, Coach Mike Lucas, in my mind, he's still the GOAT, because it took him like a year less than me to get to this point. So in my book, he's still the GOAT. Nothing but respect for that man.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll be out there at Mount Zion waiting to cheer you on.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Mountain Country weather.
Hello, Wirt County Tiger fans. Let's take a look at your Mountain Country AccuWeather game night forecast. For the game tonight in Mount Zion, sunny skies with temperatures in the low 70s for pregame. As kickoff approaches, temperatures will drop into the upper 60s. Throughout the night, comfortable weather for the ball game with temperatures hovering in the upper 50s. That's a look at your game night forecast on WVRC Wirt County. Go Tigers!
Welcome back into Mount Zion, West Virginia. Here we come back to you after Coach Hickman's interview there. Coach Hickman was very, very nonchalant answering that question about time for the all-time winning record in Wirt County. It's one of those things growing up in Wirt County, is from being a kid to being an adult and a coach in the school system. It's one of those things. Friday Night Lights means a lot. So whenever Coach Hickman ties Coach Lucas is somebody that you'll hear a lot of people talk really highly about. Coach Hickman tying him last week, it's not a thing on his mind, because he's coming out here to worry about this Red Devil team tonight, and he wants to go to battle, but it's something that means a lot to him, and he's done a really, really good job, Shane, of just representing Wirt County, showing the young men what they should look like when they grow up. It's not just about football all the time, but he's trying to make them better future husbands, better future workers, all the different things, and he does a great job of that. And I tell you, our county's lucky to have him. But we apologize. We don't know the time schedule for the road game, so I know some of you listeners love listening to the national anthem by the bands. We were actually in the middle of Coach Hickman's interview whenever that came on, so we were unable to bring that to you, but we'll try to get the timing a little bit better next week when we go to Gilmer County, and we'll do our best to not miss that again. I apologize. I truly do. If you have a moment where there's no sound, please comment where we can see it. I know we had a comment there a while ago that said no sound. If we run into that, please, guys, give us feedback. We can hear ourselves in the booth, but we can't see what's going on the stream. So please let us know in those moments what's going on. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pass it over to Shane. He's going to go ahead and do the keys of victory tonight. And you're up, Shane.
Tonight, the Wirt County Tigers look to keep the momentum rolling as they take on the Calhoun County Red Devils. Coming off a big win over Magnolia, the Tigers know exactly what it's going to take to come out on top again this Friday night. First and foremost, they've got to set the tone early. When Wirt County strikes first, it forces the opponent to play from behind, and when it's this team, and that's when this team is at its most dangerous. Expect the Tigers to lean on their ground game once again, with Anthony Morgan pounding the football and Adrian Hartford providing that spark in the backfield that they can wear down the Calhoun's defense over 4 quarters. Of course, the X factor continues to be quarterback Tyler Smith. He's proven he can hurt you with his arms or his legs, and if he can mix in some play action passes with those designed runs, Calhoun's defense is going to have a tough time staying balanced. Defensively, Wirt County has to stay disciplined. Calhoun likes to control the clock, grind out possession, so the Tigers need to tackle well, hold their gaps, and not give up the big play. Turnovers could be the difference. We saw last week how interceptions and defensive pressure flipped the game in Wirt County's favor, and they'll be looking for more of the same tonight. And finally, don't underestimate special teams. Field position is going to matter in a physical battle like this one, and if the Tigers execute on kicks, coverage, and returns, it'll give them the edge they need. So the formula is clear. Start fast, run the ball, keep Calhoun's offense off balance, and let the defense and special teams carry the momentum. If the Tigers play to their strengths, they'll put themselves in a great position to walk away with another win tonight.
Great job, Shane. We apologize if you were not able to hear Coach Hickman's interview there. We'll try to maybe throw it back up at halftime or something. We'll try to get some. Let's go, Coach Smith. We'll see if we can't get that back up there here at some point where you guys can hear it. He did a really good job answering the questions, and we're getting close here to kickoff. We got starting lineups coming up here. For the starting lineups tonight, it's going to be difficult for us to be able to give you the Calhoun County Red Devils starting lineups. We tried to talk to our sister station to get a starting lineup, and they don't know exactly who it is yet, and we were not able to get that from Coach Goodrich. So Calhoun County fans, I apologize. I cannot give you their starting lineups. However, we will do the absolute best we can to get you their names whenever they make a play. I always throw this out there at the beginning. We are Wirt County people, all right? We know our kids. We know our kids' numbers. So if you think we're being a little bit biased, it's because that's what we know. But we'll do our absolute best to give Calhoun the recognition of their plays and everything that they've done. So we'll do the absolute best we can on that side of it. But as I get ready here, I was able to talk to Coach Bunner, the cheerleading coach for Wirt County, and I had realized that we are 3 weeks in, fellas, and I had not announced the cheerleaders yet. So I asked her earlier today for the cheer roster, and she was able to give that to me, so I'll go ahead and call them out real quick. You've got Aniston Carruthers, Carly Phillips, Josie Roberts, Trinity Hunt, Riley Nolan, Raina Shearlock, Christina Duckworth, Destiny Rogers, Millie Sampson, Chloe Chambers, Jaslyn Jackson, Addie Bumgarner, Isabella Hornschmeyer, Lily Bolick, Sarah Logan, Lexi Arthur, and the cheerleading team is coached by Megan Bunner and Lori Enoch. So now we will move on to doing the starting lineups for Wirt County. And here at the offensive line tonight, we've got Dylan Workman starting out at tackle, Sam Moore at guard, Lucas Paul at center, Braden Whipke playing guard, and Hunter Watkins will be starting at the other tackle position. That's a new name this week, fellas. And in the skill positions, you've got wide receiver freshman Andrew Limley. I like to throw that out there just because the young man is so young out here making a name on Friday nights. You got senior Jake Moore. You got sophomore Adrian Hartford. Senior quarterback Tyler Smith. Senior wide receiver Easton Wire. And senior wide receiver Brody Goodwin. And on defense, we'll break that down real quick here. You've got Braden Whipke, Lucas Paul, and Dylan Workman as your defensive line. And in the linebacking field, you got Adrian Hartford, Anthony Morgan, Easton Wire, Jacob Moore, Peyton Dye, and at the cornerbacks and safety positions, we have Tyler Smith, Brody Goodwin, and Dylan Hutchison, another freshman that we'll see all over the field tonight. That young man loves to go get him a hit or two. He'll run 30, 40 yards, Shane, to get him a tackle.
He's the definition of fly around and get to the football.
That's exactly right. Here we got the captains here in front of us. We got number 38, Rome Riddle. Number 7, that is Brennan Carpenter. We will call his name a lot tonight. Number 1, Chase Schoolcraft. He's one that catches a lot of balls from Brennan Carpenter. And the number 20, you got Charter Cottrell. And for the Tigers, our captains look to be Braden Whipke, number 66, Lucas Paul, number 69, Jake Moore, number 8, and quarterback Tyler Smith. And I do believe, fellas, I believe Calhoun will be receiving the opening kickoff, so the Tigers will send their defense out there first to see if they can maybe build on last week's 12-point performance and see if they can go lower, Shane.
Yeah, let's see if they can stop that Red Devil offense, because you know dang well that this is a rivalry game that they circled on their schedule, so they're going to come out firing all cylinders and see what the Tigers defense is all about.
That's exactly right. I tell you, after watching film, Brennan Carpenter and Charter Cottrell, we will hear their names a lot tonight, as they are somebody that the Red Devils rely a lot on. And coming up Route 5, you come into a Wirt County, Calhoun County football game, I tell you, you better make sure those pads are fast and tight. You better make sure that helmet's ready to where it needs to be. You better make sure your cleats are tied a little bit tighter, because it means a little bit more. I don't care if somebody's 0-9 and somebody's 9-0. It's just like any other rivalry. There's going to be some hard hitting here tonight. As the Tigers come onto the field, as they're waiting to be met over there by the coaching staff, the Tigers are in a white helmet, white jerseys, black pants, and they're out here to try to get the first road win of the season. It's a different environment, it's a different locker room, but at the end of the day, Shane, the football field's the same length, it's the same width, and it's still football.
Yes, it is. It's the same thing wherever you're at in between them whistles.
Last week, it was whoever could handle the lightning delay the best. This week, it's going to be whoever can settle in and just play football. The rivalry gets talked up. Calhoun just broke a 26-game losing streak. Wirt County just got their first win of the season last week. There's a lot of things building up to a 1-1 matchup. This is an LKC matchup. This is one that you want to get the win because it's a single A matchup. It could have playoff implications down the road. There's all these different things coming together here tonight in Mount Zion. And the football teams they're in their huddles. The coaches are giving their final words, getting ready to go out and get ready for this kickoff. Shane, what is the last thing going through these guys' heads in a rivalry situation like this? You think who is Tyler's big rival?
Tyler's big rival, definitely Doddridge. Doddridge and St. Mary's.
Whenever you were getting ready to run out there on the field, whether it be in Tyler Consolidated or at Doddridge, what was going through your mind in that helmet or whatever you guys ran through?
This is going to be a ball game. From start to finish, this is going to be a ball game. There ain't no easy way in, easy way out. It's going to be hard-nosed football, no matter, like you said, the record. 0-10, 10-0. It's going to be a football game. It's a rivalry matchup. So you're going to see some football being played.
Well, Matt, we got about 1 minute and 23 seconds. You want to kick her to a commercial? We're going to keep her right here at Red Devil Field.
We'll run a quick break, and then we'll be right back for opening kickoff here at Mount Zion, West Virginia on WVRC Wirt County.
Twisted Sisters, located at 1065 Little Canal Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia, 304-275-0012, is proud to be the Wirt County Tigers Fan of the Week sponsor. We've developed a new smash burger with lettuce, tomato, onion, and our tiger sauce. Come try one today and sign up for the Fan of the Week drawing that will be held every Friday through football season. Listen for the drawing on WVRC 104.7 FM at 4:05 every Friday for your name. Good luck. That's Twisted Sisters at 1065 Little Canal Parkway, Elizabeth, or call us today at 304-275-0012 to place your order.
Work out of town during the week? Come to Miller's Suds and Sales and get those work clothes washed and dried while your kids read or play in the new learning section. Don't worry, we also have vending machines to get you through laundry day. 7 days a week, 8 to 8 for your convenience.
All right, here we are back at Red Devil Field. We're getting ready for the kickoff. Easton Wire is slowly walking out to get the ball from the official here. He's going to look for a spot. Last week, there was several times that I felt the Tigers could maybe capitalize on a kickoff or, flip the field position or get an onside kick. The Red Devils have put somebody right in the center, Shane, where last week Magnolia had that middle wide open. So that's not going to be an avenue tonight. But we'll see where Wire wants to boot this first kickoff. His foot goes into the ball. It's a deep kick. It's back to Charter Cottrell. He catches it. He falls down inside the 20. The Tigers catch a break right out of the get-go as Charter Cottrell fielded the ball nicely and fell down inside of his own 20-yard line. That looks good on the stat sheet for a kicker.
Yeah, it does. With that being said, the Grass Monster is out early tonight for this evening.
Man, that's something that's never good. All right, here we go. It looks like the Tigers are in a 5 down front here. We've got Brennan Cottrell in the backfield here. There's a shift, a massive shift. They've gone on balance on film. The Tigers shift over. They have seen this. It is not going to catch them off guard. The ball comes back. Charter Cottrell's got it up the middle. Lucas Paul meets him in the hole and says, "No, sir, we're going backwards."
He done a great job plugging up them holes.
The Tigers' defensive line was ready for that play. There seems to be, is that a flag?
Yes.
It looks to be like early laundry.
There is a face mask call against the Tigers. We will see, I believe it was the incidental kind, so it should only be a 5-yard penalty. We're still seeing if the down counted or if it is 5 yard from the play, so the end of the play. So it looks like it's going to be, there seems to be some confusion here. We'll see. We're waiting with you guys. All right, they moved it forward 5 yards from the previous spot. So it is going to be 1st and 5 for the Red Devils. Let's see if the Tigers can match the energy again.
There's that massive shift.
And now we've got a flag on the play, and it is offsides as the early indicator on the Tigers.
A little bit of approachment caught in the neutral zone.
When there's that many people moving, Shane, I don't know how you don't move yourself. I think some of them stepped across the football as well, but here we are. It's on the Tigers, and they got 5 yards. They got a first down and ain't even ran a play yet. Well, they ran a play, but we haven't had our first play that is not a penalty. All right, so they're in that massive shift again. Cottrell's behind center. He gets the ball. He keeps it up the middle. Braden Whipke is the first one there with his big arm right around his stomach, and he brought Brennan Cottrell down in the backfield for a loss of maybe 1 or no gain.
Yeah, he done a great job wading through that offensive line to get to the ball carrier.
It is important to note that the Tigers are without a couple starters on defense and offense tonight on the line, so we will see different people in different numbers. So we will do our best to get you those numbers and see if we can't call out their names as quick as possible. The Red Devils are in a pass play. The ball's coming out. It's open in the flat. You got Brody Goodwin there, and it is Peyton Dye and Jake Moore on the tackle. Number 1, that is Chase Schoolcraft. That is Brennan Carpenter's, one of his favorite targets. I do not believe it was enough for a first down, so we've got 2nd and about 2 from the Calhoun Red Devils 39-yard line. That is great pursuit there by Brody Goodwin. We got to make sure we match up there in the flat. That guy got wide open on us.
He was lucky his fellow Tigers came to gang tackle a little bit.
Well, after the spot, they had moved the ball forward. It was enough for a first down. Here is the mass shift again. Ball goes back to Carpenter. He's going to keep it. He's running up the middle, and there is a pack of Tigers right there to bring him down. There is nothing going for Calhoun between the tackles, Shane.
No, our defensive tackles are doing a great job of mixing it up, making that offensive line take 2 people to block them instead of like maybe 1. So they're doing a great job allowing the backers to come up, fill the holes, and have that back go back and forth and trying to find an opening, and it falls right into their arms.
That's exactly right. Here we go. We've got 2nd and about 11 from about the 38-yard line. The ball goes back. It's to Cottrell. This time it's a reverse. Jake Moore meets him in the hole, and Peyton Dye helps bring him down. The Tigers were waiting for that one.
They were not fooled by that trickery.
No, that counter's been on film a lot as well.
Tell you what, it looks good from up here in the booth, but just didn't execute very well down there on the
There
grass.
was a hole, but unfortunately for the Tigers, Jake Moore filled it, and Peyton Dye came over to help out and finish up things. Here we go, 3rd and 10 from the 40-yard line. The Tigers are looking to get an early stop here. The ball is back. Carpenter rolls out. He's still looking. Easton Wire's in chase. Braden Whipke's in chase. He's looking. He threw it away, but I don't believe the ball got to the line of scrimmage. We're waiting for it. Still waiting. We're looking for an intentional grounding call, possibly. We'll see there's the flag. The ball never got to the line of scrimmage, so it will be intentional grounding on Calhoun. It was a great effort by Easton Wire coming from that backside. Carpenter rolled out that way, and he met Wire, and he sent him back. And when Carpenter came back, Braden Whipke was right there. I tell you, I don't want to run to that guy either. So he made a business decision to throw it away. He just didn't get the ball quite back to the line of scrimmage. So the Red Devils are looking like they're in early punt formation. That was 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
And lost it down as well.
Yep, so we got 4th down here, and it looks like Calhoun's punt team is on the field. And I believe, I cannot tell who is back deep for us here. The ball is back. Foot is in the ball. Limley is under it. He says, I'm going to make a play. He's running. Oh, he's grabbed behind and slung down from behind. And there is, I believe, a horse collar tackle on the play. We will see what happens here. Either Andrew Limley said something he ought not say, or we have got us a horse collar tackle. We shall figure it out here very shortly.
From what it looked like, how he went down, how that Calhoun, which was a defender, strung him down by his jersey, it did look like a horse collar from up here.
Horse collar tackle is the signal on Calhoun. So the ball was returned to the 48-yard line. Add 15 more, and the Tigers will start in Red Devil territory.
You couldn't ask for any better starting field position.
No, the Tigers took a couple snaps there to get going, and that defense did a great job clogging it up, but they couldn't get out of their own way. Well, now the laundry has fallen in the Tigers' side, and after that discussion, I do believe we don't even have time to kick it to a break. Matt Hayes, looks like we're going to keep calling football.
Yeah, the Red Devils took 3 minutes off the clock with that drive. We'll see what the Tigers can do here. Great field position.
Tyler Smith, the senior quarterback, is back behind center. We had an opportunity to talk to that young man last week after the game, and I tell you, he's a humble kid that just wants to have a successful senior season. Ball comes back. The Tigers are going to the air. We're taking a shot on play one, and he just overthrew Easton Wire. Easton Wire got caught looking back, and I don't think he picked up the ball. The sun is at that end of the field, and I do believe the ball might have got lost in the sun. The Tigers said, we're going to the air early, Shane.
Yeah, the ball was placed perfectly. It's just, like you said, I think Wire just lost the ball in the sun and just misinterpreted where it was going to end up.
Wirt is looking to snap the ball. Calhoun was not lined up. We've got a pitch pass to Brody Goodwin, who's got room. He's running behind his blockers. He has picked up about 8 yards. He may have enough for a first down. The chain gang is starting to move before we get an official signal. We will see what Mr. Whitehat tells us here very shortly.
Kind of hard to read up here when there's no hash marks.
Yeah, I'm not good at math to start with, and here we are doing it without hash marks. That ain't great. Well, that was enough for a Tiger first down, so we will see. That counts as a pass play, fellas. That little touch pass.
Little jet pass.
It's a great little touch pass there, because if you drop it, nobody's hurt. It's incomplete. Smith's waiting for the ball. He claps his hands. He's get a handoff to Adrian Hartford. Hartford is running hard. He got through about 3 tackles before number 6 for Calhoun came up. Trevor Mayle.
And 38.
And 38, which is Rome Riddle. They came up to make the stop on Hartford, but Hartford made a great 6-yard carry on first down. We had a whistle. We had a whistle. I don't know what the whistle was for. Andrew Limley is running off the field like maybe an equipment malfunction.
Did his helmet come off?
I don't know what has happened. But we've got freshman Dylan Hutchison checking in the game. Tyler Smith gets it. He says, Dylan, you're going in immediately. He says, we're running. Dylan, the freshman, is running hard. He's still spinning, fellas. He's still running. He picked up a first down. He refused to go down. It didn't take much of a hole, and he found himself going down into Red Devil territory with thoughts of a pylon on his mind.
Yeah, he did. When he cut vertical, I thought he was going to walk right into the end zone.
Calhoun did a great job recovering over there. They're wearing these military jerseys, which is an absolute great thing, but it's really hard to see the numbers whenever they get over there on that right sideline. Ball comes back to Smith. He hands it to Hartford. Hartford's running, and he gets upended by a great tackle by Brendan Carpenter. Brendan Carpenter sat down, took him out at his knees, and Hartford had no chance to dance or run over that tackle.
Nope. He only had one choice, and that was go down.
We have got a second down and about 3 yards here from inside the 10-yard line. And another pop pass to Andrew Limley, who's running, who gets through the first tackle, and their flag comes in the play, and he is taken down by a host of Red Devils.
They done a great job stringing that out and pursuing to the football.
The Tigers have ran that play 3 times on this possession. First 2 times worked really well. This time, Red Devils were waiting on it, but Laundry has been thrown on the field again. We shall see what this yellow flag is for. An incidental face mask, I believe, is the call on the Red Devils. So we will see what the officials have in mind here. We are moving the ball up, and I believe it'll be still second down. It was enough, the penalty yardage resulted in enough gain that the Tigers will get a first down inside the Red Devil 5-yard line. This is important times here, fellas. We got to capitalize whenever we get inside that 5-yard line.
When you're in the red zone, you want to score about every time you get a
Tyler
chance
Smith
to.
handoff to Anthony Morgan. He's running. He broke it. Anthony Morgan in for the house call for the Tigers. It is 6-0 Wirt County. There is no flags on the play. It will stand. Touchdown, Anthony Morgan.
There, he finally got his reward from a magnificent game last week.
I think he told Coach Hickman, buddy, I appreciate the 130 or 140 yards I gave you last week. Could you get me in the stat book? Could you get me a touchdown? And first play of the game, or first drive of the game, Coach Hickman gave him that honor. Easton Wire's back for the kick. The snap's back, holds good, kick is up, and it looks like he drilled it right down the middle, fellas. It was a great snap, a great hold by the freshman Luke Hickman, and Easton Wire put his foot right through it. We will catch you on the other side of this break. From Mount Zion, it is 7-0 Tigers.
Need DMV service without the wait? Come to B&D Title and Licensing, located in downtown Elizabeth. We handle title transfers, renewals, duplicate titles, and more. With a notary on site and after-hours appointments available, skip the hassles of DMV and call owner-operator Bobby Moore at 304-488-1906 or stop by today at B&D Title Service in downtown Elizabeth. Chris's Barbershop, located in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza, open Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 3 p.m., Saturdays 8 till noon. If you have a special event and need a haircut or just a trim, stop by and see Chris and let him hook you up. That's Chris's Barbershop in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza in downtown Elizabeth, West Virginia.
Easton Wire's kickoff there went to Charter Cottrell, who broke the couple tackles and got the Red Devils field position outside the 30, about the 34-yard line in Red Devil territory. That was a great return, fellas. This time the grass monster did not get him, and he was able to make a very positive gain there.
He was definitely moving on a swivel on that return, making a couple Tigers miss.
And truth be told, he wasn't far from breaking that one. We're going to have to shore that up a little bit. Carpenter's in the backfield. We got trips to the high side of the field. Snap goes back. It's a counter. The Tigers are waiting on it. And there's a couple Tigers who were there early. Anthony Morgan made a hit in the backfield, but Schoolcraft was able to break through that, and it was finally finished up by senior Jake Moore. Hey, fellas, that's Defensive Player of the Week from last week. He's still out here making tackles.
He's definitely making his mark into this game on the defensive side of the ball.
Red Devils here are at the 33-yard line. There's the mass motion again. Cottrell's in the backfield. Sorry, that's Carpenter. He rolls out to his right. He's got pressure. He's found his target in Schoolcraft, who was upended by 3 Tigers, Andrew Limley, Jake Moore, and I believe Peyton Dye. Another pass there in the flat that the Tigers are not they are unable to cover, and Schoolcraft and Carpenter are making us pay for that, fellas. We're going to have to put somebody there in that flat and cover that up.
They're definitely finding out where the mismatches are.
I think Calhoun's realized real quick we're not running it up the middle against these guys, and they're starting to hit the edges. So they're back under center here. Carpenter's got the ball. He's rolling out. He's found that flat again, and we got 3 Tigers who hit each other. Finally, he is pushed out. Schoolcraft is pushed out by freshman Andrew Limley. Calhoun says if it's not broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And they keep running the same play, and they're moving the ball right down the field.
With it working like that, it would not surprise me if we see it yet again.
That's exactly
on this drive.
Right. It's going to be a timeout for the Wirt County Tigers. Jason Hickman and Ben Moore have seen enough of that flat passing. They're going to go ahead and just have a talk with the players real quick and tell them that that's enough of that. We need to clean it up. All right, we're going to go to a quick break here. We'll pick you up on the other side of it.
Crossroads General Store is a full gun and ammo dealer, from pistols to rifles, shotguns, and then some. Fishing supplies, live bait, minnows, night crawlers, fishing poles. We have full gun safes and locking pistol boxes, turkey decoys, deer feed, bow target blocks. Don't forget to fill up your tank. We have Marathon gas and a full store of convenience items. That's Crossroads General Store, 15262 Staunton Turnpike, Walker, West Virginia, on the corner of Route 47 and Newark Road. Stop by today.
All right, we're back here at Mount Zion at Calhoun Red Devil Field. Red Devils are driving. They have not made the playbook very complicated tonight. They are just throwing flat pass after flat pass to Schoolcraft, and the Tigers have not shown an interest in covering it. So we'll see what happens. Carpenter rolls out to the left. He comes back to the right. There's pressure. Dylan Hutchison makes an interception by the Tigers. Great play by the freshman. That ball came out a little bit late. There was good pressure up front by the Tigers, and it made Carpenter hold on to it just a little bit long, and Dylan Hutchison relied on that speed that he has shown week after week to break across the field and make a miraculous interception here. He was burnt like bacon, fellas, but he said I'm fast too, so he was able to catch up.
With the INT.
That's another freshman making a freshman play, stepping up here. Hey, where we're situated, Shane Bates might be the play-by-play guy here for a couple plays because I'm kind of blocked out. Smith behind center. He's waiting for the snap. He's got the ball. He rolls out to the right. He's still rolling. He's rolling. He throws. He made a business decision by throwing that football away. They did a good job covering up the Tigers' receivers there, and Smith said, we'll live to fight second down, and threw the ball aimlessly into the turf.
Yeah, the Red Devil secondary had that covered up pretty well. I'm surprised Smith didn't take off and try and run for it, but that defensive line was in hot pursuit of him. So, like you said, business decision.
Smith claps his hands. He hands it off to Anthony Morgan. There's a hole. Anthony Morgan's hit the hole. He's got room. He makes another man miss, and he runs over another, and he makes it all the way out to the 44-yard line. Charter Cottrell and Brennan Carpenter were in on the stops. Anthony Morgan had a long-range house call in mind, fellas.
Yeah, he did. He was just a couple arm lengths away from taking her all the way down the field.
What I liked about that run here, we'll see that he got tripped up right here.
He stuck his nose down, too.
He got tripped up, but he said, I'm going to keep my balance and still lower my shoulder. Ball goes back to Smith. He's got more. He's rolling out. He's still got more. He's rolling out. He's buying time. There's still time. He's still running. He gets out. Oh, and he is brought down for a loss of 25 yards.
That'll definitely hurt the average.
That is one that he should have made a business decision on. He had a lot of time in the pocket, but he just kept running. He should have just trusted his lineman and sat down in the pocket. Now we have got ourselves second and Pittsburgh. Not quite, but second and at least
I got about
Arnoldsburg.
28.
Yeah, second and 28 here. Smith hands it off to Anthony Morgan. He finds a hole. He's running hard. He's still running. He says, I'll get some of it back for us. The ball is back to almost the original line of scrimmage. The Tigers are going to be facing a 3rd and 12. That was tackled by Riddle. Anthony Morgan gained us about 16 yards back there.
Took about 4 Red Devils taking him down.
We talked about this being an absolute game where it's just going to be hard hit after hard hit. There's been times that these running backs and these defensive backs are having to put their heads down and putting their shoulders down and just lay in the wood to each other. And arm tackling ain't going to get you very far in this game. Hand off to Anthony Morgan. He's running up the middle. He's running into the secondary, and he is brought down again by Charter Cottrell and number 10, Gavin Hicks. Anthony Morgan is running until he meets resistance, which the last few times has been Charter Cottrell. Those two might become real familiar with each other. And Coach Goodrich has said, I've seen enough on this side. He called a timeout, so we're going to take it with him. It is 7-0 Wirt County here at Red Devil Field.
Are you a registered nurse looking for your next opportunity? Join the team at Elizabeth Care Center, a 36-bed skilled nursing facility in Elizabeth, West Virginia. We offer competitive pay, a supportive team environment, community engagement, and the chance to make a real difference in the lives of those we serve. Be part of the only 5-star facility within 45 miles of Elizabeth, West Virginia. Call 681-236-1010 to apply or learn more today.
At Moore's Piggly Wiggly, stock up on Bounty and Charmin, 2 for $20. 2 large boxes of Cheerios, 2 for $5. Mueller's Pasta, 5 for $5. Ragu Pasta Sauce, $1.98, 40 ounce. Food Club Oil, $2.98. Blue Ribbon Classic Ice Cream, 2 for $6. At Moore's Piggly Wiggly in downtown Elizabeth today.
We're back here in Mount Zion, West Virginia. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, Jeremy.
We'll see what we got here. 1st and 10. The Red Devils had us backed up there to about a 2nd and 28. I said Arnoldsburg, but Matt Hayes was more mathematically correct with 28. Smith sends Limley in motion. We've got a snap. We're going to throw a bubble screen to Easton Wire. It is set up. He's got blockers. Wire's running. He's still running. And Charter Cottrell is the man of the hour for the Red Devils again and makes a great tackle against Wire about 30 yards down the field.
I know many people don't like that kind of play, but if they're playing deep on that zone like that, I'd throw that every single time.
Absolutely. Shane's girlfriend, Allie, is Coach Hickman's stepdaughter, and as she likes to say, get rid of that play. Well, Allie, that one got us 35, so I think we'll keep it in the playbook a little longer. We've got a motion here for a good one, and we've got a little counter. Jake Moore's got the ball running up the middle, and he gets the ball down to about the 3-yard line for the Tigers. Hey, that's a counter of our own, but it was a little shuffle pass counter.
I like that little trickery.
I think everybody in Mount Zion thought that ball was going out to the left, and Jake Moore said, nope, we're going to the right, and let me get about 10 myself.
If I'm being honest, I thought it was going out to the left.
He had me fooled. Here comes a motion. Brody Goodwin with the pitch pass. Brody's got room. He's running. Brody Goodwin in for a touchdown off of a touch pass from Tyler Smith from 3 yards away. It is now 13 to... Oh, wait a minute.
There's some laundry.
Did we ever get an official signal, fellas?
Yeah, the referee down here on the home side.
Okay, so it is good. The touchdown is good. We've got 13-6 right now, and Easton Wire is lining up for the boot. The snap's good, holds good. Easton hits a chipping wedge. and he gets it right over the bar. Hey, I'm glad
right on the green.
I'm glad it wasn't from another 3 yards, but he hit a little flop shot right through the right inside the right upright for an extra point. It is now 14-0 Tigers. We have got to pick it up on defense coming out of this, but we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Looking for reliable home and auto insurance? Myers Family Insurance in Elizabeth is your local independent agency. Partnered with trusted names like Progressive, Safeco, and Cova, and specialty providers like Foremost and American Modern, we tailor coverage to fit your needs and your budget, no matter your situation. Hi, I'm Matt Myers, and I invite you to let my family protect your family. Call Myers Family Insurance at 304-275-7111 or visit myersfamilyinsurance.com.
Crossroads General Store, located at the intersection of Route 47 and Newark Road in Walker, West Virginia, is a fully stocked convenience store, as well as service station. You'll also find guns, ammunition, gun safes, turkey calls, and a whole lot more for the outdoorsman. Visit us at Crossroads General Store for the hard-to-find gear that you're looking for.
Weyer's boot goes into the ball, and it's caught by Brennan Carpenter this time. As Brennan is running, he is met. There's a couple Tigers stringing him out. Parker Myers reaches up with one arm and holds on for dear life and brings down Carpenter inside the 30-yard line.
Pretty much brought him down there by his towel.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot of things to grab a hold of, and I'm glad he did because Carpenter had the sideline.
He did have a lot of room.
A lot of green grass over there. Well, now here we'll set the scene. We've got 14-0 Tigers. Calhoun has got the ball at their own 26-27 line. We'll see what the first play is from center. Ball goes back to Carpenter. That is Charter Cottrell. He comes out of the pile. Brody Goodwin gets ran over by Charter Cottrell, but the freshman Andrew Limley says this is where your run stops and takes him to the ground at the 49-yard line.
That football is really hard to see with those camo jerseys, so I can only assume what that Tiger defense is going through.
That is the first down here. I bet they will come right back with this little flat pass that had so much success and take a little bit of a shot as the Tigers are kind of on their heels right here. It's going to have to be short-term memory loss, fellas, and we're going to get right back and playing football. Carpenter's in the backfield. He gets the handoff. Here's the rollout. They're looking for the flat pass, and there it is again. Schoolcraft catches it, and he's running. And he gets about 15 yards down the field. They went back to that flat pass again, and they found success again. We've got a Tiger that was limped over to the sideline. Dylan Hutchison has checked out of the game. We'll hope it's just a cramp here and getting back in the game here shortly. It is Calhoun football at the 35-yard line, driving into the Tiger territory. The Tigers are going to have to rear up here and make a stop. The ball goes back to Carpenter, who's looking for a keep. The Tigers are stringing him out to the sideline. Easton Wire grabs a hold of him and takes him out of bounds, but the official said that was just a little bit too late. I believe we're going to have a dead ball personal foul against Easton Wire for tackling him outside of the lines. If you guys are watching online, it is hard here to see the out-of-boundary line. It's a very small line. Most places you go, it's a wide line. It is very small here, and as we talked about earlier, the hash marks are not exactly ideal. So it is a 15-yard penalty on the Tigers, so Calhoun will have the ball at the Tigers' 20, driving in the red zone. This is a spot, Shane, last week where the Tigers would always bow up. Let's see if they're able to do that tonight. Ball goes back. Carpenter runs. He finds Braden Whipke. We've got Anthony Morgan in pursuit. The ball is thrown at the feet of Schoolcraft. Incomplete pass on first down.
Yeah, that defense definitely buckled up that time.
The Tigers' defensive line was absolutely in the backfield there, and they tried to make a play, but they did enough to put the pressure on for Carpenter to have to make a decision, and he just threw it at the feet of Schoolcraft. We've got 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Carpenter's behind center. It's a direct snap, and it's a handoff to Carpenter, who's stringing it out. Adrian Hartford grabbed a hold of him just enough that Braden Whipke was able to grab a hold and pull him down with fellow senior Lucas Paul. Carpenter ran a long ways to lose about 7 yards.
That defensive line did a great job flowing to the football right there.
Adrian Hartford may not get credit there, but he was able to grab a hold of enough of the jersey there to pull him back to stop momentum for the big fellas up front to get back there and finish off the deal. It is 3rd and about 17. Calhoun is in a major overload to the field side. They roll out that way, and they're looking for the flat, but the Tigers are in coverage. Carpenter's on the run. He throws the ball into a jump ball situation, and it was caught. Schoolcraft went up and got the ball in a pack of Tigers. It is going to be a 4th down and 7 yards. Fellas, we are early in this game. We are in quarter 1, but this is a massive, massive play with the Red Devils down 2 scores, and the Tigers trying to get a stop here to be able to build on their lead. This is a monumental play for a 4th and 7.
It would not surprise me whatsoever if they try and do that pass out in the flat like they have been doing.
I would say the percentages is high. Very, very high. Here's a rollout to the left. He comes back to the right. He's looking. He slips. The ball goes up. Tyler Smith. Interception! Tigers. Tyler Smith was able to track that ball through the air, got underneath of it. Brennan had a man, and if the grass monster wouldn't have got him, his foot slipped right when he went to let go of the ball, and it caused him to release it a little bit high, and Tyler Smith was just happened to be in the right area at the right time. So the Tigers will take over. That was an important catch because I guess it netted us 4 yards. Instead of catching or starting to drive at the 16, we'll start it at the 20. We'll see what the Tigers have in mind here, Shane, with 34 seconds left in the first quarter with a 14-0 lead. Smith's behind center, claps his hands. It's a handoff to, I believe, Hartford. He's running hard. He's more of the power back of the two. Hartford is still running. It takes a whole host of Calhoun Red Devils to bring down Adrian Hartford, who ran for a 10-yard pickup on 1st down. Shane, we talked about last week, whenever Coach Hickman can get good yardage on 1st down, that opens up the playbook and the drive really gets rolling.
That's what that offensive coordinator dream of is 2nd and really short. And like you said, the playbook opens wide open.
Well, we got 1st and 10 here. We got a pitch out to Anthony Morgan, who cut it up. Morgan's got big plans. He runs over Charter Cottrell, who held onto an ankle and gets brought down with the help of Gavin Hicks.
We got a flag back here at the line of scrimmage.
Unfortunately, there's been the laundry on the field.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. You got some officials standing still, some officials coming back.
I'd say probably a false start.
Illegal procedure on the Tigers.
Illegal procedure on the Tigers.
Not exactly sure what the issue was there, but Coach Hickman has brought Andrew Limley out of the game to talk to the young freshman. So we have got us a 1st and 15, I believe.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that is the end of the first quarter, with the Tigers leading 14-0 from Red Devil Field here in Mount Zion.
Crossroads General Store, located at the intersection of Route 47 and Newark Road in Walker, West Virginia, is a fully stocked convenience store, as well as service station. You'll also find guns, ammunition, gun safes, turkey calls, and a whole lot more for the outdoorsman. Visit us at Crossroads General Store for the hard-to-find gear that you're looking for.
Live at Calhoun County High School. Tigers up 14-0 to start the second quarter, Jeremy.
Here we are with the Tigers with the ball. Looks like we're going to have to make a play here. The chain gang says second down, but I believe it's still first down. So I think it's 1st and 15 if I'm not mistaken, because it was a procedure penalty and they accepted it. So it should be first and 15 here.
I think Coach Hickman may be questioning that on the sideline.
We're still waiting. There seems to be some discussion. Coach Hickman's still pleading his case. I believe they're flipping it back now.
There we go.
It is first down and 15 for the Tigers, coming from the 25-yard line. We've got Anthony Morgan in the backfield with Tyler Smith. Ball goes back. Hey, we're pitching it to Anthony Morgan, who's got a gap. It don't take much. And there was a Red Devil who threw off a blocker. I want to get that young man's number because that was an impressive play. Number 7, Brennan Carpenter, threw off a blocker and came up and grabbed Anthony Morgan before he could get into space.
He done a great, like you said, done a great job of shedding the block and getting into the backfield and stopping him before Morgan broke one off.
We now have Adrian Hartford in the backfield. Smith sees something. Ball goes back to Smith. We've got the bubble screen, but we're taking a shot, fellas. We've got a ball deep. Oh, and he just overthrew him. He just overthrew the young freshman. Andrew Limley was streaking down the sidelines, and the ball was just out of reach.
It looks like he kind of got off stride a little bit and threw him off.
I think the grass monster grabbed a hold of his shoe there and said, nope, you're going to get tripped up, and that was just enough for the pass to fall aimless. I tell you, with this formation that the Red Devils are in, they are susceptible to that draw play right there that the Tigers just ran, but that is a gain of about 10. That takes it from 3rd and distance to 4th and about 6. This is a rivalry game, fellas. What is going through the mind of Jason Hickman right now? What is the next play call? Are we going to boot it away, or is he going to try to extend this drive and make a play here? It looks like we're lining up over the football. We're going to go for it from the 35-yard line of our own territory. Tyler Smith's behind center. He claps his hands. They all jump, but there is no snap. We looked at Hickman. He calls a timeout. That was almost effective. If Tyler would have got the snap off when they jumped in the neutral zone, we would have had them where we wanted them, but the snap never went off. So we will see what happens whenever we come back from this short timeout.
Burns Bait and Carryout and Campground at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia. If you're looking for a new pistol, we have Smith & Wesson and Glocks in stock. Or if you're looking for a new hunting rifle or shotgun, we've got you covered. We have a full line of ammo in stock. We are a Muck boot dealer, and we have Quaker Boy box calls in stock at Burns Bait and Carryout at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia, or call 304-275-4444 or check us out on our website at bbcoutdoors.com.
There that was not a great punt from Tyler Smith, and there was a block that was not necessary that was thrown and upended. I do believe we're going to get a blindside block, and it's going to add 15 yards to this punt, fellas.
Did you catch what happened there, Jeremy?
I do believe, I'm not sure what we got going on today. Wave it off.
I'm not sure, but there's a little heated argument down here right in front of us.
We are not responsible for hot mics from the fans. We're a lot closer to the fans here than we are in Wirt County, so I apologize if you guys catch anything that comes across our mics. I know sometimes they pick up too much. So we apologize if you hear any of that. We'll just kick it over to Matt Hayes and let him start singing a riddle the next time that happens. But tensions are high. I'm not sure what is going on here. We've got the ball set in one area, the chain set in another area, and we are having a conference. Shane, do you know if Matt Cooper's coming up for Cooper's Corner again, or?
I hope so.
I think
it was having him up here was a little great company.
I think we talked about whenever we go on the road to places, he's going to go hit the concession stand. He's going to come up and give us a food review, I believe, is what the talk of the town was last week. So, we may not get the burnt bacon that we got there in the first quarter, but we might be able to get him a review on something from this concession stand. All right, it looks like we're ready to play football here. Tigers are lined up. Ball goes back to Charter Cottrell. He's stringing it out. The Tigers are stringing it out with him. Hartford's there. There's 2 Tigers, 3 Tigers on the stop, and the whistle blows. They stop his momentum for about a 4-yard gain. There is 3 Tigers: Jake Moore, Adrian Hartford, and I believe Anthony Morgan in on that stop. Charter Cottrell kept running. He said, I know there's a corner over here somewhere, but the Tigers did a great job just keep stringing him along until the only corner was the sideline of out of bounds.
And the Red Devils didn't do too bad of a job of blocking that either, kind of stringing it out, giving their running back a chance to break it upfield.
We've got this trips formation down here to the bottom side, fellas. I'd look for this flat pass. It's 2nd and 6. Carpenter's in the backfield. He gets the ball. He's rolling out. He's looking for the flat. The Tigers are there. Anthony Morgan brings him down for a loss of 1 for the sack. Anthony Morgan was there. The defensive line did a great job of collapsing that pocket. Carpenter did a great job of stepping up in the pocket, but the linebackers stepped up and filled and did a great job doing what they're supposed to do. On the replay here, you see him climbing the pocket, and Anthony Morgan was able to grab a hold of him, but Adrian Hartford was coming downhill as well, who was going to be Johnny on the spot next. Same formation here. The Tigers are waiting. Carpenter gets a snap. He's rolling out. The flat's there. Schoolcraft catches it, and he gets out of bounds. Enough for a Red Devil first down at the 40-yard line. That rollout to the flat is bitting us again, fellas.
The Tigers got to do something in order to stop that.
We're either going to have to get more pressure up front from our interior line to get in the backfield to disrupt the rollout, or we're going to have to just cover that flat, fellas. Ball goes back. Cottrell found a hole, and he got enough for about a 2-yard gain. I believe it's a 2-yard gain. The other chain is not up, so I cannot tell how far he made it. 2 yards. Adrian Hartford was there on the stop for the Tigers. Cottrell almost broke that one, fellas.
2 yards. 2nd and 8.
All right, we got 2nd and 8 here from the Tigers' 38-yard line. Calhoun's doing a good job of direct snapping it to either Cottrell or Carpenter. They keep mixing it up, and it makes it hard to call. Carpenter rolls out to the right. He's throwing to the flat, and he led Schoolcraft a little bit too far, and he falls down. We have got a 3rd and about 4 yards coming up here from the Tigers' 33-yard line. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, fellas.
I ain't no Albert Einstein, but I kind of have a feeling it's going to be a pass out to the flat.
Hey, I tell you, we ain't got the knowledge of Nick Saban in this building, but I would be on the lookout for that flat. There's a lot of room on this side of the field. I'd say it's coming our direction to the flat, fellas. Ball goes back to Carpenter. He rolls out. The flat's wide open again, and he finds Schoolcraft, and Hutchison's there for the tackle, but not before there's enough for a gain of about 8 yards. For a first down, Red Devils. They will have a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here we are again, fellas. This Tiger defense has been known to let the offense move 20 to 20. Whenever they get into that high red zone, like Coach Hickman talked about earlier, they have a resistance in them. They build it up and they say, no, we're not going to let you in the end zone. We'll see what happens here. Calhoun is doing a great job moving the football. Ball goes back to Carpenter. He rolls out. Schoolcraft's in the flat again. We've got 3 Tigers there. Hartford, Morgan come together to tackle him for a 5-yard gain. 6-yard gain, sorry. Coach Moore is telling somebody they were not in the right spot.
Yeah, because he just shot off that off the edge right there, and he was wide open. No one was around him.
There is 7 minutes remaining in this second quarter. If the Tigers could get a stop here, they get the ball after half, get a stop and a score, they could really put a positive impact on this thing. There was movement up front, but they did not throw the flag. The ball is out. That time, Dylan Hutchison says that is enough Here's you 2 yards. That's all you're getting. I believe that was another little flat route out to Schoolcraft there. Carpenter has found his favorite target a lot today. I don't know what his receiving yards is at the half, but I tell you, it's going to be a high number. It's 3rd and 2. Will the Red Devils stay within the interior line, or are they going back to this flat pass? It's a keep. It's a keep. Carpenter keeps it, but he runs right into the interior line, and he is brought down by Easton Wire. He is brought down by Braden Whipke. It is going to be a 4th down and about a yard.
You think they're going to air it out here, or keep
This
it on
is
the
why
ground?
the offensive coordinator gets paid big bucks here in Mount Zion, West Virginia. It is a decision that I guarantee you, if it's successful, all the people in red and white will be very happy. But if it is not, there may be some boo birds in the facility.
I'd say it's going right through the A gaps.
There's a mass motion.
Nope. A little trickery.
They tried to get us to jump off sides. Cottrell's behind center, and there is a snap, but I don't believe they got it, fellas. I don't know what just happened. People were moving before the snap. Hang on, we're waiting.
Let's take another glance at this here.
They showed this on film. They do a little side snap, and it goes right up the middle. That is exactly what they have done, and I believe they have given them a 1st down. That is a good play call, but I hope the officials are watching the backs in the backfield, because I believe they left early on that one. There goes a roll out to the right. The flat is covered, but they got a shot in the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown Calhoun. We had a couple people in secondary get burnt, and it looks like it was to number 10, Gavin Hicks. It is a touchdown Calhoun. The score here from Mount Zion is 14-6. 14 Tigers, 6 Calhoun. They finally covered up the flat, and they hit that back route. They did that a lot against Gilmer County and Glenville, West Virginia earlier this season.
Fellas, we have ourselves a ball game.
All right, number 6 is in the backfield for the kick. The ball is up, and it is wide left. Wide left. The snap was good. The hold was good. The kick was wide left. It is 14-6 for Mount Zion, West Virginia.
Fall sports are back, and so is that hometown pride we all love. At Calhoun Banks, we're proud to support our local community's athletics, and even more proud to support all of you. Whether you are applying for a loan, opening a checking or savings account, or taking advantage of one of our many services, we're here to make things easier. Join a team that's been trusted for generations, 125 years strong, and still your go-to local bank. To apply online or contact us, go to calhounbanks.com or visit us in Grantsville, Arnoldesburg, Glenville, and Elizabeth. Good luck and have a great season.
Chris's Barbershop, located in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza, open Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 3 p.m., Saturdays 8 till noon. If you have a special event and need a haircut or just a trim, stop by and see Chris and let him hook you up. That's Chris's Barbershop in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza in downtown Elizabeth, West Virginia.
Welcome back to Mount Zion, West Virginia, guys. We are glad to have you with us. Once again, it's a rivalry game. The fans are a little bit passionate, so we apologize. We went back and listened, and you can absolutely hear the no-no word, and we do apologize. That did not come from anybody from WVRC Wirt County, but we cannot stop the fans that are in front of us. We will do a better job. Next time I will kick it over to Shane Bates or Matthew Hayes to sing their favorite lyrics of a song to cover up that, but right now we cannot change it. We're going right forward here.
We could turn this into a true record company, go full Nashville.
The ball is in the air. It looks like it's going to be to Limley, and he's running. He's looking for a lane. He's waiting. He's got a gap. He's still running, and he gets a good return to the 40-yard line. The freshman was looking for a hole, and then he finally ran into Rome Riddle right in the middle of the field, but that is a great field position for the Tigers, getting ready to have 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go down the field and try to extend this lead.
Shane, one thing we talked about earlier in the game is how Calhoun just takes time off the clock with their drives. The Tigers left with 4:54 here to march down the field and try to leave the Red Devils as little time as possible.
That's right. They definitely take their time and are pretty good at wasting away that clock.
Smith hands it off to Adrian Hartford, who has a gap. He's lowering his shoulder. He drops the ball.
Ball's out.
I believe he fell back on his own fumble. He did. He gained about 5 yards on first down. He fumbled the football, and he fell back on the fumble. He recovered his own fumble. So it is a second and about 6 here for the Tigers. We'll see what comes up here. Hartford's got to tuck that thing away a little bit better. We don't need to be giving him any extra possessions here. He's got a pitch to Hartford on this side. He cuts it back. He's got room. He's running up the middle. He's still running. That is a gain of about 20 yards for Adrian Hartford, who ran to the right on a pitch, cut back and found a lane right up the middle and ran as hard as he could. Timeout, Calhoun County. Coach Goodrich said we got to fix that real quick.
One thing about Hartford, he does like to find them cutback lanes and hits it full bore too.
It's such a dynamic lightning and thunder punch there with Morgan and Hartford. You've got Hartford, who will put his shoulder down and try to run over a parked dump truck. But then you've got Morgan, who doesn't shy away from contact, but he's a little bit more fleet of foot, and he'll get out in space and try to dance a little bit, and then he'll run you over. We've seen both backs here tonight, and they've had a good first half.
Yeah, those two definitely remind me of the Detroit Lions, Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Absolutely, that is a great comparison.
Back, and one has the speed.
I tell you, this Calhoun team played Richwood last week, and what Richwood got a lot of success with, guys, is they went to that I formation. They faked that handoff up the middle, and then they would roll their quarterback out, and there would be open receivers a lot of the times. I know the coaches had seen that on film, and I would say here real soon, Calhoun's going to be susceptible to a play-action pass for a house call.
I'd say if we see a second and real short, I'd say Coach Hickman's going to take a shot down the field. Like you said, a little play action.
We've got a 1st and 10 from the Red Devils 40. Brody Goodwin in motion. It is not a touch pass this time. Smith claps his hands. It's a screen pass to Jake Moore, who's pushing blockers. He's running. He's got the first down. He's still moving. We are inside the 25-yard line. That is a pass from Tyler Smith to Jake Moore, who's brought down by a host of Red Devils. I believe Brennan Carpenter was in on that play, as well as Charter Cottrell. The Tigers will get back under center here, or go from the gun here. We've got a motion. We've got a flip pass to Andrew Limley, who's running for the edge. He doesn't have anything. The freshman's still trying, and he's getting nowhere, and he gets knocked down after the whistle, but there's no flag.
Number 1 was definitely in pursuit. You seen him coming red hot off the edge.
Schoolcraft has had a great game on the offensive side, but he just made a really good play there. Limley just tried to string that out too much instead of putting his nose up and trying to get as much as he could. All right, we got a spread formation here. Smith behind center. He claps his hands. It's a handoff to Adrian Hartford. There's a gap in the middle of that defense. Hartford's still running. He's still running. He picks up about 9 yards on the carry. That puts us in a lot easier 3rd and manageable. You've got two downs here to get that first down, Shane.
Yeah, Hartford done a great job of, like you said, putting the Tigers in more manageable yardage and situation.
I don't know if it's the formation or if it's the people firing off the ball or what is happening, but the Calhoun Red Devils are giving a lot of ground up in that center. It's a swing pass to Hartford, who is still on his feet. He's still running. And he's brought down out of bounds by Riddle, by number 38, Rome Riddle. It is now going to be 4th down and a long ways to go for the Tigers. With 3 minutes and 4 seconds, this is not what the drive looked like in Coach Hickman's head.
Now the drive started off looking pretty good.
We are going to 4 wide receivers here. They look like they're dropping coverage. There's a defender coming across the formation. Smith's got time. He's back. He's still got time. He's dancing. He's still got time. He's looking. He throws it up. Easton Wire. Oh! And the pass is knocked down. And there is a flag on the play. And I believe it is against Calhoun. Wirt County comes out clapping. I do not know if it was during the play or after the play. I believe
it looked like 7 just smoked Lemley. I think that's what it may be on, if I'm not mistaken, but probably could be.
We are holding the phone neighbor. We're waiting for the officials to tell us what has happened. We do not know if it'll be Wirt County ball or Calhoun County football at this point. Both coaches are by an official. They're both trying to get a reasoning here. That looks like it is going to be Wirt County football. The mic is not working. The mic's not working. I did not catch the hand signal, so I am as clueless as you all are. Personal foul against Calhoun. Shane, I believe you were right on it. I don't know the number, but somebody came in there head hunting, and I believe led with the helmet, I believe is what that call was.
I do believe number 7. He was out there lurking around.
Well, I don't know how it's not an automatic first down, but it's about a 4th and 5. Tyler Smith's rolling out. He's keeping it himself. He's going. I believe he's got enough, fellas, for a Tiger first down. And he does. That is a first down Tigers inside the 15-yard line. What a blessing that yellow flag was.
It was. It definitely bailed us out on that one.
First down Tigers. Tackle made by Kickoff.
It's important because, A, we're inside the red zone. But also, B, we get to keep that football and let that clock wind down. If we can go 2 for 1 here, it'll be big in this second half. Smith's behind center. He claps his hands. It's an option. He pitched it to Hartford. He's got a load of steam. He's running. And he gains about 7 yards on first down. Maybe 9. He got a little more than I gave him credit for. I am sorry, Adrian. He even ran out of a shoe, Shane. He threw a shoe right there on the field. He probably could have got another yard, Matt, but he just threw a shoe. He had to go down.
Lost traction.
That grass monster's got a couple of them. It'd be real bad if you don't have cleats on. All right, we've got ourselves about a second and about 2 yards here. Morgan's in the backfield. It's a swing pass that bounces. The ball bounces, I believe. And it is going to be third down and about 2 yards. That was there, fellas.
Yes, it was.
If you hit Brody Goodwin in the numbers, if Smith hits Goodwin in the numbers, he might just go ahead and moonwalk into that end zone. Tyler Smith's behind center. He's looking out. He's got trips to the upper field. It's a speed option again, this time to Morgan. Morgan cuts it up. He slips through. Touchdown, Tigers. Anthony Morgan was able to find the pay dirt after a nice little speed option play by Tyler Smith, who makes it into a touchdown for the Tigers, and it will be 20-6. Wirt County, where we'll await Easton Wire. We'll see what happens here. That may not have been the hey diddle diddle up the middle, but it was just as sweet coming around the end.
Morgan definitely wants his name with the touchdowns this game.
Wire's foot goes in the ball, and I believe we are 3 for 3 for Easton Wire. The young man he's figured out the left and the right don't work. It's got to go through the middle, and he's done a great job tonight. Tigers are up 21-6 here in Mount Zion. Calhoun will come back after the break with 1 minute and 50 seconds to score.
Hey guys, got dirty clothes? Come to Miller Suds and Sales and wash your clothes in style at our brand new laundromat with state-of-the-art machines. Located around the corner from Miller Steels and Deals. Shop while you wash, 7 days a week, 8 to 8.
Score big savings for the home team on meat prices at Moore's Piggly Wiggly. Boston butt pork roast, $1.88 a pound. Baby back ribs, $2.98 a pound. Family pack ground beef, $3.88 a pound. Smithville pork tenderloin, $3.98. Fresh salmon fillets cut in-house, $8.98 a pound. Sirloin tip roast, $5.98 a pound. At Moore's Piggly Wiggly in downtown Elizabeth, September the 10th through the 16th.
And we are back here live from Mount Zion as Ryan, who commented, I believe that was a helmet-to-helmet hit, was the personal foul. I believe is what that call was while the ball was still being juggled. But Easton Wire's kick gets away from Carpenter. He catches it. There's a host of Tigers there. Parker Myers is first, and he grabs him. That is 2 grab-a-hold arm tackles by Parker Myers today. That may not be textbook. That may not be how it's taught. But Parker Myers absolutely kept a hold enough to bring him down.
Definitely getting something to do to get the job done.
Shane, on that jump ball, that's what you saw. Shane moved outside the press box for us to be able to see that one. I believe he's seen that there was a late hit, or not a late hit because it was during the play. There was a hit above the neck or head area there, and it gave Wirt a 15 yards, which allowed us to convert on the 4th and 3. Calhoun snaps the ball back to Carpenter. He's looking to the flat. Schoolcraft is there. Goodwin comes up, but he gets away. But Goodwin comes back, and he is helped out by Easton Wire. Schoolcraft tried to keep his footing. He tried to pick up more yards, but he ran into a Mack truck. That is Easton Wire.
Number 1 seems to be the favorite target tonight.
I bet he's got 12 to 15 catches tonight already.
I wish I had him on fantasy.
Looks
Definitely
like
be
he's
racking
calling
up the
this a
points.
first down.
Cottrell is behind center. He gets the handoff, and that is a great open field tackle by quarterback Tyler Smith. He said, I can play corner too. And he stuck his nose in there and upended Charter Cottrell as he came around the corner. Tick, 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 tick. The clock is under a minute here at Mount Zion. We're seeing what happens. The Tigers get the ball after the half. We'll see if the Red Devils try to open this thing up and go down the field here shortly. Ball comes back to Carpenter. He rolls out. Easton Wire's in pursuit. Tyler Smith breaks off. And there he comes down, and it is an out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Tyler Smith and Easton Wire were in great pursuit of Brennan Cottrell, who ran out of bounds to stop the clock. That is a smart play by the junior.
Believe it or not, the Tigers covered that pretty well.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. A couple of adjustments. We go into that grease board at halftime, a couple spit bubbles flying out of Coach Moore's mouth. That defense might just get itself figured out. You know, we've given up a ton of yards, but it's only 21-6, so we've kind of kept it at bay. Tigers back. Easton Wire blitzes up the middle. Carpenter rolls out. He sees Braden Whipke. He steps up. He's looking. He's hit from Dylan Workman. Dylan Workman comes in like a missile and takes down Brennan Carpenter. I believe Calhoun has just used a timeout. It is 4th down, fellas. If they go for it there, Jason Hickman may just go ahead and try to get to the house one more time before halftime. This is a big play.
Definitely.
This is one of those things, as Coach Goodrich is in there in the huddle right now talking about, he's probably got a play through the week that he likes, and he says, if we need 10 yards on any given time, I'm calling this play. And right now they're looking to set that up. But if you're Ben Moore over there, the defensive coordinator for the Tigers, he's absolutely telling his team, listen, this is a chance for us to get the ball back inside the 30-yard line with a great opportunity here. So we'll see what happens. Strategy could come key right now.
And, Jeremy, just to give our viewers a heads up, the time on your screen is frozen. There's actually 38 seconds remaining in the half. So that minute 27 is inaccurate. That's a frozen clock camera. So Calhoun with a 4th and 10 in their own territory to try to take 38 seconds to march, about 70 yards down the field.
Shane,
looks like they're going to play it safe. I don't think.
They're going to put their foot in the ball? Well, I don't know why they didn't just let the timer run then. But here we are. That's not for us to decide. It might be a fake.
I mean, heck, what's there to lose?
The white hat is making his way to the sidelines here. We have a conversation going on up here to the booth, I believe. Coach Goodrich is calling something up to the booth to fix something. I don't know.
Yeah, roll off 5 seconds. It should be at 33 seconds.
Yeah, they wanted to run 5 seconds off, so we got 33 seconds left in the half. Listen, I'm sure Coach Goodrich had a plan for what he was doing there, but Shane, I would have let that clock run. If Jason Hickman wasn't going to call a timeout, I wouldn't have called one myself. A lot of things could happen on a punt here. We could get a bad snap over the head, and the Tigers could bounce back here. And I tell you, Andrew Limley has proven himself to be dynamite these first 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens here with the freshman back deep. I believe that is Carpenter back to punt. He does it all for them. It's a boot in it. He angles it towards the sidelines. It's an out-of-bounds punt. The Tigers are going to have 27 seconds. What will Coach Hickman do? Will it be an aggressive play call? Will we try to get something on first down to get down there where he likes what he's got? Or will he rest on a 15-point lead going into halftime. Shane, if you're in the headset here, buddy, you're in Nick Saban's shoes, you're in Jason Hickman's shoes, what are you doing?
I'm going for it. It's a rival game.
Hey, I tell you what, I like you a lot.
You need as much cushion as you need.
Listen, anytime you play any game, buddy, being aggressive is a lot better than sitting on your heels. So Tyler Smith's in the shotgun. We've got receivers out wide both directions. We'll see what the call is here, but I believe the Tigers are going to try to step on the gas.
I would love to see a deep shot to wire right here.
We are waiting on a lineman to come into the field. Okay. The ball goes back. It's a screen pass to Goodwin, who gets away from Schoolcraft. He's still trying to get away. He's still running, and he's brought down for a gain of 6. Timeout, Jason Hickman. He is shouting it. I hear him all the way up here. We are absolutely 70 yards and elevated from Jason Hickman, and he is screaming on that sideline for a timeout. He wants more, fellas. The bubble screen might be a questionable call to a lot of people, but it's something we've had success with, and that's a play that if you get out of bounds, gain 10, 15, and get out of bounds, that's one that you take that there. We're going to go ahead and run a short ad here. We want to thank everybody for the ads, but we'll catch you on the other side.
Looking for better insurance? Myers Family Insurance in Elizabeth is Wirt County's only independent agency, offering auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance from trusted names like Progressive, Safeco, American National, and Encova. I'm Matt Myers, and I invite you to let my family protect your family. Call Myers Family Insurance at 304-275-7111. That's 304-275-7111, or visit myersfamilyinsurance.com.
We're back live here at Mount Zion. The snap goes back to Tyler Smith. It's a fake bubble, and we're going for a shot. He throws the ball to Andrew Limley, and it is broken up on the play. So we have a 3rd and 5 with about 9 seconds to go. At this point, will Coach Hickman take the knee and get to the half, or will he go for another shot? The Red Devils have had a good job covering the middle of the field here.
I wouldn't see why not. I'd just keep my pedal on the gas, on my foot on the gas pedal.
I agree. We got a 3rd down and 5. First down will stop the clock. 9 seconds. Smith catches the ball. Good protection up front. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's still looking. He's still looking. He's got to air it out. He's got to air it out. Good decision. Good decision. We'll take it to the half. Tigers are up 21-6. They get the opening kickoff. We're going to kick it to some ads here. Thank you for being with us in the first half. Your Wirt County Tigers are up 21-6 on the home Calhoun Red Devils.
Have you been putting off that painting project all summer long? Riverbend Supply has PPG paints for interior or exterior. Stop by today and let us mix that perfect color for you. We also have all your brushes, roller covers, extension handles, and drop cloths at Riverbend Supply in downtown Elizabeth, West Virginia. Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway, Creston, West Virginia, 304-275-3351. Has weekend specials. It's like Forrest Gump says, you never know what you're gonna get. But we do home-cooked meals, from fried chicken, baked steak, country fried steak, ham or turkey dinners. Call for the weekend special each Friday at Shade Tree Diner and Carryout, 304-275-3351. You won't go home hungry. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sunday, 11 to 3, and closed on Mondays.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Twisted Sisters Bar and Grill in Elizabeth, West Virginia at 1065 Little Canal Parkway has daily specials like Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday. With every ticket you get 6 free wings along with free pool. And Thursday is Trivia Night with Nacho Ranch Burgers. Friday, come and join our pool tournaments at 8 p.m. That's Twisted Sisters at 1065 Little Canal Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia. We are a family restaurant until 9 p.m. each day, so stop on by today.
Go Tigers! And while you're cheering on Wirt County under the Friday night lights, remember, when it's time for DMV work, you don't have to drive 45 minutes or wait in long lines. At B&D Title and Licensing in Elizabeth, right off of Route 14, we take care of all your title transfers, renewal stickers, duplicate titles, and more. With a notary on site and after-hours appointments available, we make it simple and convenient. Save time and skip the hassle and get back to what matters most. Call owner-operator Bobby Moore at 304-488-1906. That's B&D Title and Licensing, your faster, easier DMV alternative.
Back inside, high atop the Calhoun County High School football field. It is halftime. Tigers are up 21-6. Matt Hayes here with you. Time to take a look at some scores from around the state of West Virginia. Cameron is up 26-2 over St. Mary's at halftime. Cameron, a 1-0 team coming into tonight. St. Mary's at 1-1. Clay Battelle up 48-0 over Valley Wetzel. That game still in the second quarter of play. Gilmer County up 30-6 over 0-2 Richwood in the second quarter. Petersburg up 12-0 over Pendleton County in the first quarter. Both 2-0 schools in the Metro News Class Single A Game of the Week. Sherman up 12-0 over Pocahontas County in the second quarter. Tulsa up 34-0 over Mount View in the second quarter. Both 0-2 teams there. Tug Valley with a 6-0 lead over Logan in the second quarter. Tug at 1-1. Logan, a AA school at 2-0. And Tigers Valley and Webster County at halftime. The score is tied 8-8. Moving into Class AA. Frankfort is up 27-7 over Allegheny, Maryland in the second quarter. We have a tie, Greenbrier West and Liberty Raleigh, both at 14, all knotted up at halftime there. Lincoln up 24-7 over AAA Grafton at halftime, both 0-2 programs there. Midland Trail 14-0 in the first quarter over 1-1 Braxton County. Hampshire just moved to halftime against Moorfield, up 19-0. Hampshire up 19-0 over Moorfield. Our friends over in Roane County, WVRC Roane and WVRC Clay, both broadcasting this game. A tight matchup there, still in the first quarter. 14-7, Roane County leads over the 1-1 Clay Panthers. Sissonville up 14-12 over Scott at halftime. South Harrison up 36-14 over Ritchie County in the second quarter. Doddridge with a big lead over Tyler Consolidated, 34-8. Moving into Class AAA, a few highlights from games there. We have all knotted up Greenbrier East and Allegheny, Virginia in the second quarter, 7-7. 12-7, Herbert Hoover leads over Nitro in the Class AAA Metro News Game of the Week. 12-7, Herbert Hoover over Nitro in the second quarter. 10-7 lead for Philip Barber over North Marion in the second quarter. And Nicholas County with a strong 30-8 lead in the second quarter over Shady Spring. Moving now into Class Quad A, just a few looks there. Huntington is up 14-7 over Spring Valley in the second quarter. Hurricane up 7-3 over Parkersburg High School. That game in the first quarter right now. That's a look at some scores around the state. Again, we are at halftime here in Mount Zion. The Tigers lead the Red Devils 21-6. We will return with more halftime look back at the first half and a look forward to the second half in a few moments. You're watching Tiger Football live on WVRC Wirt County. Stick around.
Burns Bait and Carryout and Campground at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia. If you're looking for a new pistol, we have Smith & Wesson and Glocks in stock. Or if you're looking for a new hunting rifle or shotgun, we've got you covered. We have a full line of ammo in stock. We are a muck boot dealer, and we have Quaker Boy box calls in stock at Burns Bait and Carryout at 484 Little Kanawha Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia, or call 304-275-4444 or check us out on our website at bbcoutdoors.com.
Crossroads General Store, located at the intersection of Route 47 and Newark Road in Walker, West Virginia, is a fully stocked convenience store, as well as service station. You'll also find guns, ammunition,
At Calhoun Banks, we're proud to support our local community's athletics and even more proud to support all of you. Whether you are applying for a loan, opening a checking or savings account, or taking advantage of one of our many services, we're here to make things easier. Join a team that's been trusted for generations, 125 years strong and still your go-to local bank. To apply online or contact us, go to calhounbanks.com or visit us in Grantsville, Arnoldesburg, Glenville, and Elizabeth. Good luck and have a great season.
Chris's Barbershop, located in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza, open Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 3 p.m., Saturdays 8 till noon. If you have a special event and need a haircut or just a trim, stop by and see Chris and let him hook you up. That's Chris's Barbershop in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza in downtown Elizabeth, West Virginia. Crossroads General Store is a full gun and ammo dealer, from pistols to rifles, shotguns, and then some. Fishing supplies, live bait, minnows, night crawlers, fishing poles. We have full gun safes and locking pistol boxes, turkey decoys, deer feed, bow target blocks. Don't forget to fill up your tank. We have Marathon gas and a full store of convenience items. That's Crossroads General Store, 15262 Staunton Turnpike, Walker, West Virginia, on the corner of Route 47 and Newark Road. Stop by today.
Are you looking for top-rated care for your loved ones? Come to Elizabeth Care Center, a 36-bed skilled nursing facility, proudly serving our community with excellence. The only 5-star rated facility within a 45-mile radius of Elizabeth, West Virginia, where compassionate care meets clinical expertise. Experience the difference that quality makes. Call 681-236-1010 to schedule your tour today. Elizabeth Care Center, care you can trust close to home.
Look at you, having it together. You've got a car. You have a house. Now get your car and house insured together with a State Farm agent. A local agent can help you customize your coverage and save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
Your local State Farm agent in Elizabeth is Hayden Stewart, 304-275-3335.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability, amount of discount, savings, and eligibility may vary.
K&B Supply in Elizabeth at 303 Juliana Street is your place for custom-made hydraulic hoses for your equipment. From 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch hose, we also have PTO drive lines and U-joints and 5-gallon buckets of hydraulic oil. Stop by and have Kevin make that new hose for you and save the trip out of town to get one. That's K&B Supply, 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia, or call 304-275-1141 today.
We are back once again here at halftime. Your Tigers lead 21-6 over the Calhoun Red Devils. One thing Jeremy mentioned earlier in our broadcast, our pregame interview with Coach Hickman, we heard there may have been some audio issues with that, so we are going to replay that for you now. We have about 9 minutes left until play resumes. Jeremy and Shane will be back to break down the first half and look forward to the second half on the other side of this interview.
Coach Hickman for week 3 of WVRC Wirt County streaming live on YouTube. We got 2 more weeks, Coach, so we get to go on Facebook, so we're still stuck on YouTube, but we get to head to Calhoun County tonight. What's your thoughts?
It's a rivalry game. I know that they're going to be ready. They won last week, and I know their coaching staff will have their kids ready to go, so we need to make sure that we show up ready to play.
Coach, last week was a good week here for the Tigers. I know a lot of people's eyes go to that 47 number for the offense, but the defense did a great job as well.
Defense did a good job. I felt like in the middle of the field we had trouble getting them off, but when they got down into the red zone, or at least the high red zone, our defense stepped up and really did a good job getting them off the field, not giving up points, and that's really what matters at the end of the day.
You look at the last 2 weeks. Week 1, there was a ton of passing yardage, a lot of good things going through the air with your quarterback, Tyler Smith. And last week, Adrian Hartford and Anthony Morgan kind of stepped up and carried the load.
Yeah, for sure. I told our kids this week the goal was to let's try to throw and run the ball well in the same day. That'd be great. So we'll see what happens.
Coach, last week was a milestone for you. I know we don't focus on individual stuff as coaches very often, but last week you tied the all-time schools winning record for games, and tonight you have an opportunity to break that. What's some things that goes through your mind when you think about that?
It's hard to think about things like that right now. I'm really just focused on, this game and the opponent and what we have to do to win it. But I will say that, I appreciate my coaching staff. Ben Moore's been on the sideline with me for every game I've ever coached here. Coach Lowe was a player here, won a lot of games for 4 years, and then he's also on our staff helping us win. Coach Villers, when he's not out saving the world in his Army duties, he's here helping us as well. And Coach Hill is a trainer, just so many people, but those guys especially. And I will say, as far as the gentleman that I have the potential to pass, Coach Mike Lucas, in my mind, he's still the GOAT because it took him like a year less than me to get to this point. So in my book, he's still the GOAT. Nothing but respect for that man.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll be out there at Mount Zion waiting to cheer you on.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Work out of town during the week? Come to Miller's Suds and Sales and get those work clothes washed and dried while your kids read or play in the new learning section. Don't worry, we also have vending machines to get you through laundry day. 7 days a week, 8 to 8 for your convenience.
At Moore's Piggly Wiggly, we have the freshest produce. Red or white seedless grapes, $1.28 a pound. Farm fresh cabbage, 48 cents a pound. Honeycrisp apples, $1.98 a pound. 2-pound bag of Halo clementines, $3.98. Haas avocados, 4 for $3. Jumbo cantaloupes, $3.98. Grape tomatoes, $2.28. Peeled baby carrots, 2 bags for $3. Fresh Express, spring mix, or baby spinach, 2 bags for $7. This week at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
At Moore's Piggly Wiggly, stock up on Bounty and Charmin, 2 for $20. 2 large boxes of Cheerios, 2 for $5. Mueller's Pasta, 5 for $5. Ragu Pasta Sauce, $1.98. 40-ounce. Food Club Oil, $2.98. Blue Ribbon Classic Ice Cream, 2 for $6. At Moore's Piggly Wiggly in downtown Elizabeth today.
All right, we're back here at Mount Zion at Red Devil Field. We are going to go ahead and let Shane kind of talk about his keys to the game from earlier. They were very much the right on point for where we're at right now. So Shane, what's your take on what we got to do better on your keys and where we're at with them?
They definitely have to stay disciplined on defense. Like I've said every week leading up to this one, because that Red Devil offense is like we've seen it all throughout the first half. They find that gap in the defense, and that's just pretty much their bread and butter pretty much the whole half.
Yeah, that's whenever we finally decided to come down and stop that flat pass, they hit us over the top. So I'm sure that there's a lot of conversation going on inside that locker room right now, talking about the second half here. We were scrolling back through here some of the comments. We appreciate you guys telling us this. Listen, we're just fans for Wirt County. We're fans for these kids. We're out here trying to give them. I know a lot of them have told us that they go back and they watch this game over, and I see these kids out in the community and I see them in the school, and they'll say sayings that we say here, and if we can go back and give them a little bit more enjoyment out of this game. Every one of them loves playing the game, and every one of them is giving their absolute best. So whenever we call the game, the enthusiasm, the excitement we have, I was nervous coming to an opposing place. We've made it through 2 quarters, Shane, and they haven't thrown me out yet. But the excitement that we have for these kids, man, it's hard to go out there in those 2-a-days. It's hard to go in there and want to get to the weight room every single day. It's hard to do those things. And these guys have done a good job of that. And we've got a group of seniors along with several underclassmen, several juniors that are just out here giving it their all. And, I mean, we talked about it, guys. The score's 21-6. Our defense didn't look great the whole first half.
But they didn't look bad.
Yeah, they didn't. They never gave up outside of one kind of a 30-yard play they had there. I mean, we're up 21-6, so the defense held their own when they needed to. They might have had a bend, but they didn't break mentality. And we had several turnovers there. I mean, we got a couple picks, and things are going to look up. And one thing I think the Tigers kind of pride themselves on is they run this tempo style to be able to run people down in the second half. So they're going to test Calhoun. They're going to test their depth. They're going to test their endurance. They're going to test their stamina. And as we do these things, as the boys go out here and do these things in the second half, whatever team responds and can continue to play through the agging pain or play through when they're tired, they keep playing hard and keep playing fast. Whatever team does that and has the most success with that, I feel like is going to be the winner when we leave here tonight. Shane, kind of a different styles. We're tempo. They eat a lot of clock. Do you think they changed their mindset being down 15? Being on defense first?
I mean, maybe. It just, what would help them is winning the turnover battle themselves. If they can get the turnover battle in like the Tiger territory and grind out them long drives like they have been doing, I'd say they'll sit themselves pretty good and having a shot of winning tonight.
Crossroads General.
We had us a break out there for Crossroads General. Man, we're awful thankful for Mike Murray over there, so much so that Matt Hayes gave him a in promo.
Little inadvertent ad.
While Shane's over here breaking it all down. We're right here looking down. Coach Goodrich is still upset about that call in the corner. But what the ref is telling him is Andrew Limley went up, and whenever he went up to catch the ball after the tip, there was a defensive back or a safety from Calhoun that came over and absolutely, upended Limley hard. And when he did that, he led with his head to the neck and shoulder area or the head area of Limley, which is why we at first thought it was a dead ball penalty. And if it would have been a dead ball penalty, it would have been Calhoun's ball just 15 yards farther in their red zone. However, they said that was an interfering play to Limley catching and securing that ball, so it was more of a personal foul targeting call than it was anything else. So that was kind of the explanation we got. Take it for what it's worth. The Tigers were able to capitalize on it. Any sport you play is a game of runs, and that was one that the Tigers were able to capitalize on. And we're going to have some exciting football here coming up in this second half. The Red Devils move the football. If you're their head coach, you're their offensive coordinator, you're saying, guys, we were really close. We were right there. We moved the ball. We did everything we wanted. We just didn't get points out of those possessions. And if you're Wirt County's defensive coordinator, you're looking at it, guys, we played about as poorly as we could that first half as far as covering the flat, and we held them to 6 points. So, yes, there is things to work on, Shane, but I don't believe the Titanic has sunk yet.
No, not yet. But what we've been talking about, the defense, that's not the defense we've seen the last 2 weeks. We got beat by Eastern, but we held our own. And Magnolia, we were firing off cylinders that game.
Yeah, and it's one of those that I think we're missing a couple people there, and it makes it a little bit more difficult when these young. Our depth isn't. We're not loaded with seniors and juniors, but we've got several seniors and juniors, so it's throwing these young guys into the fire, and they're going to have to learn real quick that it's hot here. We got to play harder and get away from the fire if you want them to stop doing something, stop it. Mm-hmm. Find a way to stop it a couple times and make them go back to the drawing board. Because right now for Coach Goodrich, it's just simply roll out, hit the flat, and if they cover it, hit the deep ball, and that's what they've done to us. But I'd say there's a lot of adjustments. Those seniors in that Wirt County helmets, they know what's at stake here. They know that they want to go into this, they want to take this victory home, they want to take that trophy back home, and that's what we're going to do here in the second half. We're going to call the Wirt County's offense here first. We'll see what Calhoun's defense, maybe there'll be some trickery here, Shane. We don't know what's going to come out of it. Down 2 scores, and your offense takes time off the clock, you might have to do some trickery.
You might have to.
Well, the Tigers are taking the field here to receive the kickoff.
It wouldn't surprise me if Calhoun does a little trickery right off the get.
Yeah, that's
kind of catch us off guard.
I'm telling you, I'd be hugging that 50-yard line, waiting for that ball to roll at my feet and dive on that thing like it's my life depends on it at this point, because I tell you, momentum will swing things quickly. And right now, right at the end of the half, the Tigers were able to keep the momentum on Wirt County's side. We've got to keep Uncle Momentum on our side as long as we can. I do believe that is Brennan Carpenter that is getting ready to kick off for the Red Devils. That young man has done about everything here tonight, fellas. He approaches. Oh, it's a little trickery. Charter kicks the ball. Cottrell kicks the ball off to Andrew Limley. He tucks it away. He's looking. He's got a lane, and it was a great tackle by number
11, Limley on the return.
Limley was upended by Nix. Gavin Nix on that great blocking. He shed the block again, and he went over, and he made a great tackle on Limley. But, hey, we're at the 39-yard line looking to go down the field, fellas.
If I was Coach Hickman, I couldn't be more happier with my starting field position right now.
We are oftentimes referring to Matt Hayes as the historian, but I brought one here for you. The average score in this series is the Tigers scoring 19.17 points a game and Calhoun scoring 15.28. So we're already eclipsed that for the Tigers side. And the way the Calhoun offense was moving, they'll do the same. There's a swing pass out to Limley, who's still running, and he gets upended by number
32, it looks like.
22, but number 22, that is Ezra Anderson, who upends Limley after a 5-yard gain on first down. So we are facing a 2nd and 5 here, fellas, at the 43-yard line. Smith's back in the backfield here. He's looking around, seeing what he likes. He likes to hand it off here to Adrian Hartford, who put a little juke. He said, no, I ain't going. Oh, he juked again. He's still running. He said, Jeremy, you said I'm a power back. Look at these little light feet I've got. A couple juke moves there, and it sprung him for about a 20-yard gain.
He definitely was putting that right joystick to work on that run.
I tell you, I just called him out in the first half, telling him he's more of a power back. He wants to put his head down and run through you. He said, watch this. And as Chris Berman used to say, he went whoop around one, and he went whoop around the second one too. Little pitch here to Hartford. He said, I'm coming this side this time. He cuts it up the middle. He puts his shoulder down and says, I'm going to run through you this time. That is a young man that says, I've got multiple tools in my bag, and I'll use any of them whenever I want. Looking over to Coach Hickman for the sign. Multiple signal callers. Tyler Smith's back behind center. 1 yard to go, 2nd down. We've got Limley in motion. There was no pop pass, but it's a swing pass to Wire. It's a bubble screen, who looks at his blockers and does a great job, and they say that was a block in the back, and it was about as close as you can get. I don't know. Coach Goodrich just might have got that call for them right there. He was in that official's ear before the flag ever came out. That was just
that was on Whipke, I do believe.
That was just good line play there, coming out, flowing out. It wasn't his fault the kid turned his back. But we agree with the officials. It's a hard job, and you know what? I'm glad we have officials out here to do it, because, you know, we're short on them, and Friday nights don't happen if we don't have officials. So if you want to be an official, contact the SSAC, and I'm sure they will accept your application with a smile on their face.
Man, Mr. Official flagged down Whipke, and even better, when he was on the ground, he even hit him with the flag.
Oh, man. Whipke couldn't get out of the way on that one. He just got caught twice. He said, I know I made a mistake. You don't have to hit me with it, too. Tyler Smith behind center here. He's looking. He's got a motion man with Flimley. Ball comes to Smith. We go to the slant. Smith jukes. He evades. I told you he's a genie. He's still running. He's running. He's got the corner, and that is a horse collar tackle. Smith will get 15 more. That is Tyler Smith doing what he is best at, fellas. He looked. He eyed the defense. And he said there's nothing there. There was a great rush up the middle. But I can't tell you the number, but there was great pressure up the middle. And Smith said, I'm going to the left. And he scrambled, and he's going to be added with a few more yards.
Like I said, my keys to victory, Mr. X Factor.
That's exactly right. Tyler Smith will absolutely, if there's a gap, he's got enough speed in the tank that he'll get downhill and go try to get him a house call. If not, he'll put his team in the best position to be successful. I tell you what, that's what I'm most impressed with this year, Shane, is his ability to make good decisions. Oftentimes, you know, a senior in high school wanting all the attention, wanting to do all these things, he just makes a smart play so far.
I can definitely tell from how much he's improved from last year.
It's a speed option again, and he is able to keep it, and he picks up about 4 yards on his own. Calhoun was not fooled there. Their defensive end and outside linebacker both were committed and stayed home. They stayed disciplined, so Smith tucked it and gained about 4 yards. It is 3rd and about, I can't tell, fellas, 7?
Second and goal.
Oh, 2nd and goal from about the 6-yard line. Adrian Hartford hits the hole with a purpose, and he runs hard down to the 1-yard line. He went through that hole like he had plans of a house call, and he put that shoulder down, and he's looking at Coach Hickman saying, hey, call my number again. We'll see if Coach Hickman obliges Adrian Hartford.
I'd say we'll see it again.
Smith's behind center. We're at the 1-yard line of the Red Devils. 3rd and goal. Smith hands it off to Hartford. He dances. He's running. He puts his shoulder down, and he says that you will not deny me. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Adrian Hartford. The Red Devils met him in the backfield and bottled him up. He had to put on a couple dance moves, but then he put the shoulder down, and he said, Shane, I'm not going to be denied.
I think that play was intended to be an inside zone. Well, that inside kind of closed down pretty quick, and he had to bounce out to the outside a little bit.
Snaps back, it's good, holds good, wires up again. 4 for 4, Easton Wire. He is having himself a night with these extra points. From Mount Zion, from Red Devil Field, your score is your 28 Tigers, 6 Red Devils. We will send you to a quick break and pick you up on the other side.
Bring home the snacks and drinks from Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth. 3 6-pack Pepsi products, 3 for $12. 12-pack Lipton iced tea, $6.49. Gatorade, 3 for $5. Tostitos chips, 2 for $7. Craven Flavor salsa, $1.98. Craven Flavor tortilla chips, 2 for $5. Texas Pete hot sauce, 2 for $3. Only at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in downtown Elizabeth.
Hey guys, got dirty clothes? Come to Miller Suds and Sales and wash your clothes in style at our brand new laundromat with state-of-the-art machines located around the corner from Miller Steals and Deals. Shop while you wash, 7 days a week, 8 to 8.
Easton Wire with the boot into the ball, and it goes out to Carpenter, I believe. He's juking. He's run. That's Cottrell. I'm sorry. He dives forward for an extra couple yards. Parker Myers is having himself a night on kickoff. He's got at least 3 or 4 tackles on kickoff tonight, and he ran right into Cottrell there and said, "You're not getting away from me." That is a sophomore out there that is playing his heart out. As I was in the halftime break, I ran into his dad, Timmy Myers, as I was trying to run to the restroom, and Timmy said he won't let him go. He might grab a hold of their ankles and wait for his teammates, but he won't let go, and I tell you, he's shown that tonight. All right, Red Devils, they're under center. It's a snap, and Carpenter's got a seam, and it looks like Andrew Limley comes flying across the field and upends Brennan Carpenter after about a 12-yard gain. He started to the right, Shane, but there was no defense to the left, so he flowed this way and gained 12.
He definitely found that the cutback lane, and as we could all tell, it worked for him quite well.
Listen, as a Mountaineer fan, I remember a few years ago the West Virginia Baylor game where it went 70-63. I tell you, if the defenses don't step up a little bit, we might have us a track meet in the second half. Ball goes, it's a reverse. Nope, it's a keep. Number 6. That is a new name. Trevor Mayo keeps the snap and tries to fake a reverse and come around to the left side. And the interior line, Emmett Paxton, Braden Whipke, and Peyton Dye were there to stop the keep.
Whipke was not fooled whatsoever on that one.
Shane, as I went out for halftime, I learned who the true celebrity of our group is, Jeremy Kirby. Everyone loves Jeremy.
Listen.
And we do too.
Wait till girls basketball season and that won't be the case. Carpenter rolls out and he makes a pass to the flat. Emmett Paxton's there. Oh, and Easton Wire comes over and upends. I believe that is number 1, Schoolcraft. Emmett Paxton said, "Coach, I listened to you at halftime. I bottled it up, but my buddy Easton said, I've got your back," and came over and just upended Schoolcraft.
As using one of your favorite quotes, Easton laid the wood to him.
Yeah. I use that a lot. That's Easton. Whenever he gets a load of steam, buddy, that's a 6'3" body that's got a lot of muscle behind it. He's gonna find you and he's gonna hit you hard. Matt, I hope you can tell the fans of girls basketball games that how much I'm loved whenever I make a bad decision.
Yes.
Snap rolls back to Carpenter. It's a rollout. Dylan Workman. Easton Wire is there and drags him down from behind.
A little bit of trouble there on the snap. Let's take another look at that.
I believe the ball rolled back, and that's just threw the whole timing of everything off. And I think this defensive line is playing a little more inspired this second half. They are getting in that backfield and causing a little bit of disruption. Dylan Workman was in there, and that's a young man that's getting his first start of the season tonight on defense, and he went in there and he moved him out, and Easton Wire said, "I'll be clean up again. Just call him the janitor. He cleans up everything." All right, we're waiting here. We've got, it looks like punt formation. We've got confusion. We're waiting on a man. We got a man running out. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. They're late in the lineup here. Carpenter claps his hands. He gets the snap. It's a high snap. It's over his head. That's Schoolcraft, not Carpenter. And it's the Tigers' ball inside the 30-yard line. The snap was high. Schoolcraft was unable to handle it. I believe, is that Carpenter or Schoolcraft, fellas? Is that a 1 or a 7?
Number 1.
That is Schoolcraft. The ball went over his head, rolled around, and he did a good job trying to get back on it, but the Tigers were there to meet him.
And I think it was Peyton Dye who really sniffed that one out. Let's take a look here.
Yes,
Tigers were in the
Peyton
mix.
Dye, Easton Wire.
Hey, that's one of those 50-50 balls. It could have went either way. Peyton Dye said, I'm going to take that 50-50 ball and raise you a 99-1 ball, and I'm going to take it from you. That young man got after that one. Tyler Smith behind center. He claps his hands. He's got Anthony Morgan rolling out. The Tigers are looking for a shot. He found a middle man, and I believe that is a catch for a first down. Brody Goodwin found a soft spot in the defense and ran a little 12-yard out. Shane, we like that flat area too.
Yes, we do.
Brody found that little area there and sat down and got a good reception.
Coach Hickman's giving little Red Devils a little taste of their own medicine right there.
Smith snaps it. He looks to roll out. He sets his feet. He's got a man, Brody Goodwin, and he overthrew him by a step. By a step. Oh, if Smith could have that one back.
Man, the wind was a little strong in that corner of the end zone down there.
We're officially in Shane Goes Outdoors territory on the field.
If you could see inside this booth, you got me and Matt hugging 2 windows, and then you got Shane, who's at the door of the place at a spiral staircase, looking out, trying to see a better view. So, you got to do what you got to do. And there's a lovely bird's nest right in front of us that we get a look at the whole game. No birds in it, just a nest. Smith's back behind center. He claps his hands, hands the ball off to Anthony Morgan, and he makes a cut, and he's held, and there's another. Red Devils met him. There was one man that bottled him up, and then 3 others came headhunting, and the Red Devils absolutely up-end Anthony Morgan. You had Brennan Carpenter on the play. You had number 12, Michael Richards on the play. There was several in there that just came in and finished that one up. They did a little bit of custodial service themselves and cleaned that play up and told Morgan he was not going anywhere.
Is it 3rd down?
It's 3rd down and about 7. Smith claps his hands. We got a roll out to the left. We've got a curl route. We got Smith looking. He dumps it underneath to Jake Moore, and Jake Moore tries, and he gets tackled out of bounds. There's the flag coming in, so we'll see what the flag is for. That same play happened, I believe, on the first drive of the game with Easton Wire tackling somebody over there. And the same thing just happened to Jake Moore. We'll see what the flag is for.
I'd say we may be moving the chains here. In our favor, anyhow.
I have no idea what the signal is, but I think it's against Wirt. I have no idea what the
Mr.
call
Whitehead
is.
don't even know what's going on yet.
The mic on the official is not working. The hand signals seem to not be working. So we're really trying to give you guys the best clarity of what we got, but I don't know what is. We're backing us up. If I had to guess, I'd say an ineligible man downfield.
I would say
5-yard penalty from that distance. I don't know, but that seems to be the call.
Ineligible man downfield.
Yep, that ineligible man downfield. Smith behind center, claps his hands. He rolls out to the right this time. He's looking for a man. Calhoun's in good coverage. He's still running. He's got the corner. He's running. He's got the first down, and he gets out of bounds. Makes a business decision, but not before the first down.
Smith on the keeper.
I'm not sure what happened to the left side of the Calhoun line. There was a gentleman there, but Smith just ran around him.
It looked like he kind of tackled Dylan Workman.
He tried to get one of them their defensive pancakes.
Yeah, he did. Because as you could tell, Workman was on the bottom, and, you know, he was.
Smith's behind center here, looking for pay dirt. We got a motion man, and it's a fake. It's a shuffle pass to Jake Moore for a touchdown. They'd set that up from the first drive, Shane.
Yes, they did.
Touchdown Tigers. Jake Moore makes the house call.
Mr. Utility.
Tyler Smith makes a simple little pitch play inside. We've ran that speed pitch or the speed touch pass, the Tavon Austin special, several times, and it set it up to where Jake Moore reversed, and he came right back in like Travis Kelce does for the Chiefs, and caught that little shuffle pass for a touchdown. Hickman calls for the ball. Snap's good. Holds good. Kick is good. 5 for 5 night for Wire. He must have spent some time at the goalpost this week.
He must have.
But your score here from Mount Zion Red Devil Field, your Tigers are 35, the Red Devils of Calhoun at 6.
Are you looking for top-rated care for your loved ones? Come to Elizabeth Care Center, a 36-bed skilled nursing facility, proudly serving our community with excellence. The only 5-star rated facility within a 45-mile radius of Elizabeth, West Virginia, where compassionate care meets clinical expertise. Experience the difference that quality makes. Call 681-236-1010 to schedule your tour today. Elizabeth Care Center, care you can trust close to home.
Crossroads General Store, located at the intersection of Route 47 and Newark Road in Walker, West Virginia, is a fully stocked convenience store, as well as service station. You'll also find guns, ammunition, gun safes, turkey calls, and a whole lot more for the outdoorsman. Visit us at Crossroads General Store for the hard-to-find gear that you're looking for.
Back here, 5:17 to go in the third quarter. Tigers lead 35-6. Jeremy.
Easton Wire's boot. He said, I can make field goals and I can also kick it to where they can't return it. All right, there's a sliding catch by number 10, Gavin Nix. That was a low line drive missile off the foot of Wire. I tell you, that young man's having himself a night tonight. He's played defense really well. He's kicked the ball really well.
You guys are 100% gonna win.
You know, if it's one of those things where we had a player of the game for the utility man, Easton Wire might just be the utility man of the game. I think Andrews told us this is our broadcast. We can do what I want, so we might just have to make him the utility player of the game at the end of this thing. We'll see what happens.
There we go.
All right, so the Red Devils take over at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. The ball goes back to Cottrell, who makes a jump cut, and he's got room. Jake Moore steps up, and Parker Myers steps in. Both of those guys made great tackles and stopped Charter Cottrell from a first down. He made that jump cut in the backfield, fellas, and I thought he had places to go.
He definitely had a bunch of open grass in front of him.
Tell you what, guys, we talked about the view may not be great from down here, but Calhoun's been very hospitable. We really appreciate all their help getting us up and going tonight.
Yes, they have. And it's a really young Calhoun football team that's going to return a lot of people. They've got a lot to work with here.
A lot of promise, yeah.
It was that direct snap to the up back, and they gained enough. Riddle was able to pick up about 8 yards and got a first down.
A little Riddle up the middle, eh?
Hey, that's exactly right. Calhoun has their own edition. All right, here we go again. The snaps back to Carpenter. He's looking for a hole. The interior of the line made him bounce it out. He gained about 5 yards on the play, and I believe that was Jake Moore over there to cut him down.
That's a name we've called quite frequently tonight.
You're exactly right.
Engineer Hayes getting comfy.
Hey, he's over here rearranging the furniture. I thought the thing was coming down. He's just over here moving his chair.
Yeah, I got to make a little noise.
Snap goes back to Carpenter. He's rolling out. He's got the flat. And Dylan Hutchison makes a great break on the ball and stops the first down play. Hutchison seen that he might have been beat a little bit, but he used his speed to close the gap and tell Schoolcraft that he was not going to get the first down. But that was a good pass from Brennan Carpenter to Schoolcraft for a gain of about 3. 3rd down and 2 yards here, right in front of the broadcast booth. I like it when they're right here, Shane. We'll see what happens. The ball goes back to Carpenter. He's running around the right side, and he gets into the middle, and he's got enough for the first down. I believe that is Easton Wire at the bottom of the pile. Him and Jake Moore were in on that one.
First down, Calhoun.
I tell you, Shane, we've talked about it a couple times, but Wirt County traveled well up Route 5. It's only 36 miles, and the fans said, we'll travel that to watch these Tigers give it their all.
Yeah.
All right, the snap goes back to Charter. He hands it off to Schoolcraft going the other way. They've got him bottled up. He's looking for a crease, and they grabbed him in the backfield.
Schoolcraft on the carry.
Dylan Hutchison grabs him, but Schoolcraft shakes his head because he knows there's a face mask penalty coming.
Did he grab him by the face mask, or was that a holding?
I think he just kind of hit him in the. Oh, they said he grabbed it. He said he grabbed it, so we're going to agree with Mr. Official, and we're going to go 15 yards for the Red Devils, and here we go. For the most part, tonight's been a pretty clean game with the penalties. I think the majority of our penalties tonight have been the personal foul variety.
Yeah, there hasn't been nothing too dirty as of yet.
It's still a rivalry, and we're still early.
Yes.
As somebody said in the comments section earlier, though, fighting's for hockey, not for football.
Hey, that's a great comment. Charter hands it off to, well, nope, Carpenter got it as the up back there, and he's not, man, that little play right there tricks me every time. I've got to be a little more observant of that. He ran it right into the middle of the defense, and I believe he was stopped by Peyton Dye. Yep, number 2, Peyton Dye was right there to be Johnny on the spot.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Bridgeport used to do that direct snap to different backs in the backfield, if I'm not mistaken.
Roll out to the right here. Carpenter's found a flat again, and Parker Myers was there. Easton Wires going like a missile.
Carpenter's pass is complete to Schoolcraft.
Dylan Hutchison, Easton Wire, and Jake Moore all combined there to get Schoolcraft down. Fellas, they went back to the well again. This time, the well's only getting them 5 to 6 yards instead of 10 to 15.
It's getting under control somewhat, anyhow.
All right, here we go again. Snap goes back to Cottrell, Charter, and Andrew Limley came in from the safety position like a missile or a nuke from that back of that defensive backfield and came in and grabbed a hold of Cottrell before he had time to do anything.
I think he had a hold of him before he even knew what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know that the eyes even found the gap yet. The only gap was number 11 shooting through. All right, they got that up back again. The ball goes to Carpenter this time. He rolls to the left. He's looking for a spot. There's room. He's got somebody deep, and the ball is caught. Calhoun touchdown. The safety lost the top, and then Calhoun exposed it, and they sent Gavin Nix over to the top, and our safety was nowhere to be found. The corner had thought he had help, and then the Calhoun Red Devils have put 6 more on the board from a touchdown from Brennan Carpenter to Gavin Nix.
Carpenter really put that ball right on the money.
I'm telling you, Carpenter's got him. He's a good quarterback here, fellas. He's done a great job. I mean, I hope they've got plenty of ice and for an ice bath later, because that young man has played himself a football game tonight.
He's only a junior, too. I can only imagine what a senior year is going to look like, too, if he's playing like this as a junior.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a dynamic duo back there with him and Charter Cottrell, and then you've got the Schoolcraft kid out there at receiver. They've got some pieces to work with, fellas. All right, there's the snap back to Carpenter. He's looking for the flat. It's covered. He's going to the second option, and it is broken up by Anthony Morgan and Brody Goodwin. So your score is 35, Wirt County Tigers, 12, Calhoun Red Devils. We'll pick you up on the other side of the break.
Look at you, having it together. You've got a car. You have a house. Now get your car and house insured together with a State Farm agent. A local agent can help you customize your coverage and save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
Your local State Farm agent in Elizabeth is Hayden Stewart, 304-275-3335.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability, amount of discount, savings, and eligibility may vary.
At Matheny Whited Funeral Home LLC, located at 488 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia, we honor our families with dignity and respect. We offer traditional services, cremation, pre-arrangements, pet cremations, and monument sales. At Matheny Whited Funeral Home, you are family, not a number. We are located at 488 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia, or you can give us a call at 304-275-4229.
Here we are back live from Mount Zion, West Virginia, watching the Red Devils of Calhoun versus the Wirt County Tigers. It is a pooch kick that did not find a sideline. Adrian Hartford picks it up and is running. And Adrian Hartford almost made a boo-boo, but he grabbed a hold of the ball and took off running because he didn't know what else to do. So,
was that Carpenter down there in the mix, or was that number 1?
I think it was Carpenter.
Because it looked like he just could have caught it and took off for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened right there, but I'm glad it worked out the way that it did. The Tigers have the ball on their own 34-yard line, looking to add to a 23-point lead. It's a pitch to Hartford. Hartford's looking for room. He cuts it up. He holds on to it. He tucks it away, and he gains about 14 on the first play of the drive.
Hartford on the carry.
Stop was number 54.
Davon Mitchell.
We don't even have a 54 on the roster, but they said here, Davon Mitchell, I believe is what they said. Yeah, Davon Mitchell. Smith's back behind center. Limley's in motion. The snap comes back. It's a swing pass. It's a screen pass.
Flag on the play.
I'm thinking maybe approachment on the defense. It looked like
it is an offsides jumping across the line and making contact for an encroachment penalty against Calhoun. So we gained 5 yards. Fellas, that was set up. Easton Wire may have been rumbling and stumbling himself.
He may have been.
Hey, fellas, did you get to watch Metro News' Plays of the Week? Where Lucas Paul rumbling and stumbling, but he found himself at number 11. And I tell you what, if Lucas Paul's mom is watching, your comment last week, whenever you said that was the only way, listen, we enjoy doing this for these guys, and we do it for situations just like that. And we want you to know that we're thinking about you and we're praying for you. And we will. We were getting ready to take a break here from the field, but Lucas Paul made his way up into the top 11 in the Metro News Plays of the Week. So it was a joy calling it, and he's a young man that just works his tail off. So you've done a great job with that young man. But here we go to a break. We'll pick you up on the other side.
Crossroads General Store, located at the intersection of Route 47 and Newark Road in Walker, West Virginia, is a fully stocked convenience store, as well as service station. You'll also find guns, ammunition, gun safes, turkey calls, and a whole lot more for the outdoorsman. Visit us at Crossroads General Store for the hard-to-find gear that you're looking for.
Back here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Tigers up 35-12 over the Calhoun Red Devils. And Shane, we were talking about the Metro News Plays of the Week last week. Did you see Braxton County's quarterback throw a touchdown pass to himself?
I've only seen that happen one other time, and that was in the NFL when Marcus Mariota did that to himself when he was playing for I think it was the Titans, if I'm...
Yeah, I believe you are correct. That's
the only other time I've ever seen that happen.
Highly impressive. 1st and 5.
Limley went in motion. Instead, we threw the curl to Jake Moore, who says, "Get off of me." But yet, there was multiple other Red Devils to come help. Number 6 was in on the play. Trevor Mayle. Number 72 was in on the play.
There's about 6 of them.
Nicholas Butler. I can't name them all. I done forgot.
A whole slur of
there
Devils.
Was a bunch of them over here. Then we faked the jet sweep touch pass, and we hit a curl pass to Jake Moore. That's something we haven't seen. Hartford, we've seen a lot of. That young man's just running with a purpose. I mean, give him the ball, give him a little bit of running downhill, create him where he can get through the line, and he'll make the linebackers pay.
I'd love to see his stat line at the end of tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. We don't have our statistician with us again this week. We will work on that, and we will get that fixed here soon. If anybody is an expert and statistician, reach out to Matt Hayes, and the producer will put you to work. Andrew Limley in motion. Smith calls for the ball. It's a bubble screen to Easton Wire, who's running back. Oh, that was sniffed out that time. Number 10, Gavin Nix, said, "Nope, not today."
They weren't fooled that time.
Some places we go has a siren as the end of the quarter. And I keep hearing it here, and I keep thinking there is no way we went through 12 minutes of football that quick. But this siren keeps catching me off guard. The Tigers have a stack trips, but he pitches it out to Hartford, who makes a cut. He's running downfield with a purpose. He's still running. Charter Cottrell's able to trip him up and tackle him after a gain of about 17. Adrian Hartford has put on a clinic here tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Him and Anthony Morgan. Anthony Morgan started the party and got himself in the end zone early, and Adrian has had himself a game after that. Tyler Smith behind center here. Andrew Limley's in motion. They fake it again. They hit the curl to Jake Moore, who puts a move, but he fumbled the football. Oh,
he literally got pickpocketed.
That guy, I believe it is number 6, Trevor Mayo, absolutely pickpocketed Jacob Moore, and Calhoun says we are not laying down yet. Jake Moore had intentions of a house call. Trevor Mayo says I'm stealing it and I'm going the other way. So the Red Devils will take over the football on the 18-yard line. Actually, sorry, the 13-yard line. And be driving down towards the Tigers' end zone here. Tigers' side of the field, they got a long ways to go. Ball's back. It's bottled up, and Jake Moore said, I'm sorry, guys. I'll make up for it. And he dove in the backfield, and he upended Brennan Carpenter for a loss of 2. That's how you step up and make up for it, Shane. It was nobody feels worse about taking that ball and giving it to the other team than Jacob Moore. And whenever he had the opportunity to pout about it or get it back, he made a great play from the middle linebacker position and dropped him for a 3-yard loss.
Definitely doesn't fully make up for giving the ball away, but it gives a little bit back on his mistake he did make earlier.
Ball goes back. It's a reverse. It's coming. And the Tigers, they went headhunting and they missed both times. Brody Goodwin with the tackle, and I believe Jake Moore again tackles Schoolcraft on the reverse. The Tigers were fooled on that one. I don't know if they're so much as fooled or as they just went and they were dive tackling and did not make it. Our sister station or brother station over at WVRC 104.7 Roane County has updated us at the half with a 35 point lead, or 35 Roane County, 7 Clay County. So they are up 28 over there in Roane, or in Clay County tonight. Andrew Limley with a great pass breakup. He was step for step with Gavin Hicks over the top. Limley says, I'm not fooled this time. And he makes a play on the ball. And there was another wonderful throw by Brennan Carpenter.
Did he attend that for number 10?
I believe so. Gavin Nix.
Shane, 4th and 2 in your own territory, but you're down. What do you think?
Where's that up back? Watch this direct snap.
They're playing it safe, but
I
could see some trickery, though. We've seen this before.
Hold the phone neighbor. They're punting the ball. He punts it back. Brody Goodwin's running after it like he might gain some yardage here. If you're going to pick it up, run it, Brody. Don't touch it. Oh, boy. Brody's got places to go. He's still running. He gained about 18 yards after he picked it up, but that had disaster written all over it for a minute.
It was a very good Red Devil bounce on that punt.
I think the Tigers were expecting the trickery there, Shane, and they didn't have everybody in punt formation. They kept everybody up and said, nope, you're not getting us. Worked out. Tigers will start with the ball at their own 47-yard line, looking to add on to a 23-point lead. The Tigers are in shotgun formation. Tyler Smith behind center. He claps. There's a motion man. Brody Goodwin with the touch pass. Brody's got some space. He cuts it up, and he gains about 8 yards there on a first down play. That is a good, positive first down play. Gains about 6. Sorry, I got excited.
If I was offensive coordinator, I couldn't be happier with gaining 5-6 yards right off the rip.
That
to set me at a comfortably second about medium.
It opens up a lot of things.
Gentlemen, we're aware that our game clock is not very clear. 8:32 and rolling in the 4th quarter.
We are shooting through a window that needs Windexed. Ball goes back to Smith. It's a fake handoff. It's a shoulder shrug. He's got Goodwin, and he just airmailed him a little. Just a little.
A little bit too much mustard on that ball.
That's exactly right. Listen, that's a great segue into last week. I tell you what, we were at halftime at Wilson Eisman against Magnolia, and Matt Hayes at halftime orders a hot dog, and I'm telling you, everything but the kitchen sink came on that hot dog. I think there was slaw, sauce, onion, ketchup, mustard, you name it, it was on the hot dog. So that's what that ball had on it.
Only missing jalapenos.
Oh, boy. Tyler Smith hands it off to Anthony Morgan. Anthony hits the gap. He's running hard. He's got enough for a first down and more. He gained about 12 yards on that play. It's been a minute since we called his name. He's probably got some fresh legs. That's what's really nice about having a two-headed monster back there, and Adrian Hartford and Anthony Morgan. Once again, we have 8 and 9s. Jersey numbers are hard. Anthony and Adrian, I get those two's names on the wrong body a lot, but Anthony Morgan's got some fresh legs because Hartford's kind of carried the load for a little bit.
Plus kind of changes the tempo of the drive and the whatever Coach Hickman wants to do.
Limley on the swing pass. He cuts. He makes another cut. He's running, and he gains about 8 yards, 7 yards. Got about long 3-4 yards to go here on second down. So timeout, Calhoun County. The Tigers are driving, and Coach Goodrich says, let's have a conversation. With 7:53 left in your ball game, your Tigers are up 35-12. We're sitting you to a break. We'll get you on the other side.
Let Mini Hamilton Health System be your choice when you or your family member has had a major illness or injury and needs extended rehabilitation and or therapy. Our swing bed program makes it possible to recover closer to your home.
Mini Hamilton Health System, better healthcare, better living. Mini Hamilton Health System, your partner in health.
Score big savings for the home team on meat prices at Moore's Piggly Wiggly. Boston butt pork roast, $1.88 a pound. Baby back ribs, $2.98 a pound. Family pack ground beef, $3.88 a pound. Smithville pork tenderloin, $3.98. Fresh salmon fillets cut in-house, $8.98 a pound. Sirloin tip roast, $5.98 a pound. At Moore's Piggly Wiggly in downtown Elizabeth, September the 10th through the 16th.
We ran a little long on that ad, but we had a Tyler Smith handoff to Anthony Morgan, who put his head down and got him enough for, I believe, a first down. I believe the chains are moving. First down Tigers on that carry by Anthony. We were talking there at the we were talking there a second ago with Matt about his hot dogs. If anybody has an idea on how to create a bun that will hold all that, we'll take it. Tyler Smith to Andrew Limley for a house call from 35 yards or 28 yards away. There's the timing that they've been missing.
Yes.
Tyler Smith threw an absolute dime to Andrew Limley at the back pylon, and he goes up and he makes a great catch. Andrew Limley had been quiet tonight, but they have found the freshman on a deep seam route, and Andrew held on to it through a great defensive hit there. But Andrew held on, and we'll see if Wire can go 6 for 6.
Speaking of condiments, there was enough sauce on that football and hit Limley right in the chest.
Hey, 6 for 6 says Wire, so that young man's got a utility player. The game's getting closer and closer. So Andrew Limley with a great catch, Tyler Smith with a great ball, senior to freshman connection. Your score from Red Devil Field is 42 Tigers, 12 Calhoun. We'll be back after this short break. Hopefully we time it.
Fall is approaching fast. If you like to fall camp and you need heat, bring your tanks to Riverbend Supply in downtown Elizabeth and let us fill them while you wait. Don't be stuck out in your camper, hunting shanty, or just need gas for your gas grill. Head to Riverbend Supply in Elizabeth and let them fill those tanks for you today.
7:35 to go in the ball game. Your Tigers with a 30-point lead. Tiger boys basketball coach Chad Williams joining us on the live stream. We appreciate him watching. Coach Williams, we look forward to seeing you back in the booth sometime soon.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach Williams, if you ain't looked at the calendar lately, it's September 12th. We're under 2 months for girls tip-off. A little over 2 months and a week for you guys to tip off. We're getting close to basketball season. We got a lot of football to enjoy first, though. I tell you, I think the halftime, whatever's said at halftime might have been some magic buttons. Wire puts his foot into the side of that one, and it's rolling and it's bouncing, and that's number 72, Nicholas Butler on the carry, and there's a host of Tigers. I believe number 4, Adrian Hartford, was involved. Adrian Hartford was there. Number 44 was in there. We got some reserves coming in, so we're going to try to get these numbers figured out. Listen, I ain't dissing the hot dog with the kitchen sink. I'm just saying somebody needs to create a bun that can hold that thing. I appreciate the comment. I'll tell you, it was a sight to see. And as Shane said a minute ago during the break, I think the only thing that hit the ground was a couple onions. Hayes did a good job. Matt kept both hands on that thing. He didn't let it get away from him. Those can be slippery dogs sometimes.
Yeah, you know, when you got food, you got to be very cautious.
Very, very, very delicate there. We take the eating serious. We missed Matt Cooper this week. He was supposed to come up for Coop's Corner, and he didn't come up. He didn't get to go to the concession stand, so he went to the locker room with them. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
Hopefully we can catch him next week.
We have a timeout by Calhoun off of the kickoff here, so we're just probably going to keep it here, fellas. I mean, we can go to an ad or we can.
Let's just roll with it.
All right, we'll keep her here with us. We can give you more useless hot dog knowledge.
Shane, what's your perfect cheeseburger?
Perfect cheeseburger?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it kind of simple. I kind of like the double cheeseburger with cheese. Got to add the bacon, ketchup, mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise is where it's at. Jeremy?
If I'm feeling up for it, lettuce and tomato, maybe.
Listen, I can be like Matt Hayes with a hot dog with a hamburger. You put whatever you want on her besides onions, and I'll eat the thing.
Now, BLT, you got to throw an M in there. You got to have mayonnaise on BLT.
Oh, 100%. It's a letter that has been forgotten for too long. I'll tell you what, guys. Tomorrow it's big game in Morgantown, huh?
Absolutely.
Little redemption after last week.
I saw today they renewed the backyard brawl through 2036, I believe. We're going to have a few years off.
Yeah, 32 to 36, I think is what I've seen and read. So I tell you, there'll be some hot dogs and hamburgers and a few other things consumed in Morgantown tomorrow. We got to roll out to the right here. We got, I believe that is, we got a Charter Cottrell with the carry. Parker Myers tripped him up out of bounds. I was waiting for the laundry, but there was nothing that came of it. I think it was incidental. Their feet just kind of got tangled up. There was a gain of about 6 yards on first down, so the Red Devils will have a second and about 5 to go.
Curious to see tomorrow if the Couches make their comeback in Morgantown. We're at 2nd and 4. Red Devil ball from about the 38-yard line. Snap comes back. Coming up to the right, not much there. Tigers shut that run down. We're looking at 3rd and 4 now for the Red Devils, still in their own territory.
Jacob Moore and Dylan Workman was in on that stop there, Matt. That's a young man, like we talked about earlier, Dylan Workman, who is getting his first crack at it here today. We've got something rolling off the field. Andrew Limley has just chucked something 35 yards. Freshman said, I didn't eat that no more. Whatever it was, it must not have been important. Snap goes back to Carpenter. He rolls out to the left. Hutchison sold out for the tip, but he did not tip the ball. He was in decent coverage, but Schoolcraft comes in with the catch. Carpenter's pass to Schoolcraft was enough for a Red Devil first down. Hutch almost got there. He intercepted one earlier in the first half doing that exact same recovery thing.
Coach Williams wants a little love for his Buckeyes. Who they got tomorrow?
Coach Williams, listen, whenever you take a job in Wirt County, in case your geography is not great, that is inside the state of West Virginia. We leave the Buckeye stuff for across the river. All right, so we got some West Virginia gear you can wear. It'll look good with that orange and black you're going to put on this season. Snap goes back to Charter Cottrell. He rolls out to the left. Dylan Workman is in the backfield. He got away from him. He's a genie himself. Oh, he's still running, fellas. Oh, he had multiple people almost get to him. And finally, he was tripped up by Brody Goodwin, number 3. We have an injured Tiger on the field. We will cut to a break and be right back.
That ain't good.
Shade Tree Diner and Carryout at 10416 Little Kanawha Parkway, Creston, West Virginia. 304-275-3351 has weekend specials. It's like Forrest Gump says, you never know what you're gonna get. But we do home-cooked meals, from fried chicken, baked steak, country fried steak, ham or turkey dinners. Call for the weekend special each Friday at Shade Tree Diner and Carryout, 304-275-3351. You won't go home hungry. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sunday, 11 to 3, and closed on Mondays.
Hayes.
We are back here
Little
at Red
SPD.
Devil football field. There's an unpleasant odor that has surfaced inside this press box that's got us all kind of off our game. But that was Lucas Paul that was down on the field. He is up, walking over to the sideline. He's walking around over there on his own power. So a little bit of tape, a little bit of trainer Stephanie working with him there, and he'll be ready to go. So we're back to the game here. We got a snap back to Carpenter, who rolls out to the right. Number 60 had a chance, and they're still dancing back there. They're still trying to get him. Easton Wire says, I'm coming. Dylan Workman's going after him. Easton Wire's chasing him. He's running. He's getting from behind, and Peyton Dye helps from the front. So Brennan Carpenter has ran, I bet he ran 45 yards sideline to sideline for a 3-yard loss. Easton Wire was in pursuit like a absolute hound dog, chasing him. Finally dove, and Peyton Dye came from the front at the same time, and they teamed up and got Carpenter down. Number 60 for us. That young man,
Sam Moore.
Sam Moore was back there chasing him around too. He was just not quite elusive enough to grab a hold and hang on. But we've got a fake reverse. Trevor Mayle is running the ball, and there is 3 Tigers, number 17, Parker Myers, number 4, Adrian Hartford, and number 24, Dylan Hutchison. They came in and they absolutely submerged all together and made a great tackle.
4:35, rolling fourth quarter clock here.
The Tigers back on defense here. The Red Devils are in shotgun formation with Mayle and Carpenter in the backfield. We got a lot of movement, a lot of motion, a lot of people moving. All right, we got the fake snap again to the up back, and this time they said no. The ball is loose. Ball is loose. Tigers say they have it, and it is the Tigers football.
That is Tiger football.
Sam Moore, Braden Whipkey, and Jake Moore came in and they met the up back in the hole, and I believe that play just didn't have time to develop enough to get the football secure. So it is Wirt County Tiger football from the 36-yard line.
Moving my furniture a little more quietly this time.
Last time I thought the place was falling. Hayes was over here moving a chair. I thought we were at a Bobby Knight basketball game. I thought it was about to go through the window. All right, Tyler Smith's back behind center here. He's going to clap his hands. We got a handoff to Adrian Hartford. We rode Morgan last time. This time it went to Hartford. Morgan's in there as the up back. We're going to see something here real soon with him, I bet, and it's going to break it open. Good sportsmanship there from Braden Whipkey and number 65 or 55. It was either Sam Bailey or Cohen Blankenship. I'm not sure. I can't tell exactly his number from up here. But good sportsmanship there. We like to see it even in a rivalry game, even in a single A matchup. Sportsmanship is key, and that's what we like to see out here. Tigers are in spread formation here. Smith in the backfield. We got 2 up backs. Smith claps his hands. He's going to hand it off to Anthony Morgan. I told you we'd see him soon. But this time the Red Devils were waiting on it. And number 38,
Morgan on the carry.
Rome Riddle, met him in the hole, and we were able to only gain 2 yards there. 3rd and 2, we'll see what happens. Ohio State is hosting the Ohio Bobcats. We can only assume that the same thing might happen this week that happened to the Mountaineers last week. Ain't that right, Coach Williams?
There may be a little upset action.
That Bobcat team ain't as bad as everybody thought they are, but we weren't very good either, so it works. It works both ways. All right, we got Tyler Smith waiting. He looks. He's still looking, claps his hands, goes back. He hands it to Hartford, who dances through the hole, tucks it away with both arms, and picks up about 12 yards.
Excellent third down run.
I think Coach Hickman and the running back coaches and all the coaches over there had a strong talk with these running backs after week 1 against Eastern. We just didn't do much. We didn't get much of a push. We didn't do a whole lot with the line moving people. Ever since then, it has been message received, and then young men up front are giving our running backs a hole, and it's a hole that the running backs are running with a purpose. They get to that linebacking core, and they put that shoulder down, and they're running people over as they get there. It's not just easy yards.
Little change of pace here. Morgan's in the backfield.
Anthony Morgan's behind Smith. It's a handoff to Morgan, who cuts it outside and then back to the middle. Oh, he got picked up and slammed down by Charter Cottrell. He was not fooled, but Morgan picks up about 8 yards before that happens. I don't know how many tackles Charter Cottrell has tonight, but that number is large.
Yes.
We've dropped down to 1:35 on the game clock. Clock still rolling after that run.
The tempo, you got it there.
Second and about 2 coming up for the Tigers. Maybe 1.
The tempo that was at a frantic pace for the Tigers has slowed to a crawl. With the clock winding, we're going to have another handoff to Adrian Hartford, who runs up the middle, who's not happy with just where they're at. He's still running. That young man is running with a purpose, fellas. He is finally brought down by Gavin Nix, but Adrian Hartford hit that hole and blew through it.
I was hoping to see something magical happen there. Him spin around from them other 2 guys. He finally corralled him down.
He might be good at the 2-step or the do-si-do, but he ain't got quite the ballerina twirl yet. He'll get there as he gets to be a junior and a senior. He got a lot there, but ballerina twirl, we'll add it to the repertoire by the end of his high school career. 15 seconds on the play clock. We've got 35 seconds on the game clock. Tyler Smith takes a knee. That will get us to the end of this one. Your Tigers are going to win this game, this rivalry game. The trophy will remain in Elizabeth, West Virginia. The Tigers have a final score of 42. The Calhoun Red Devils have a score of 12. This is a big, big victory for the Tigers, not just for the playoff rankings, not just for the conference, not just for the rivalry win, but this is the game that Jason Hickman takes over as the all-time winningest coach in Wirt County high school history. Coach Hickman, if you don't know, started his playing career at Calhoun, and now he is in here as a coach, as an opposing coach, getting a milestone victory. And as you can see it, the fire that is in that man has pushed through all these kids, and they will run through wall for this coaching staff. And this is a team that's finding their groove, fellas. Week 1 was hard because of injury, but I tell you, this is an inspiring football team.
Yes, it is, especially when they're firing all cylinders.
That's exactly right. We'll kick it to a break, but once again, congratulations to Coach Hickman. Congratulations to the Wirt County Tigers on a victory here tonight. Calhoun fans, if you are listening, you have nothing to drop your heads about. The score may look like that, but this young Red Devils team will only get better. They are going to continue to get better. They will continue to get older. These freshmen will become sophomores. Sophomores will become juniors. Juniors will become seniors. You lose nobody. And I'm telling you, this is going to be an exciting football team next season. But we're going to cut it to a break, and we'll be back shortly.
Jeremy, before we cut to that break real quick, as you're talking about Calhoun, you know, after breaking that 26-game losing streak last week, they had momentum coming into tonight, and we've seen that momentum on the field. This was the score is the Tigers won by 30, but Calhoun County did have a lot of momentum. They showed a lot of passion, a lot of talent on the field, and as you said, a young team with a promising future. We're back in a moment.
Hang on, Coach Hickman just got doused with some water there from the Gator. These players knew what that was about, and they went out there and they found their head coach, and they doused him with a good old Gatorade bath there. As the teams go to their own ends, we'll go to a break, and we'll pick you up here shortly.
Twisted Sisters Bar and Grill in Elizabeth, West Virginia at 1065 Little Canal Parkway has daily specials like Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday. With every ticket you get 6 free wings along with free pool. And Thursday is Trivia Night with Nacho Ranch Burgers. Friday, come and join our pool tournaments at 8 p.m. That's Twisted Sisters at 1065 Little Canal Parkway, Elizabeth, West Virginia. We are a family restaurant until 9 p.m. each day, so stop on by today.
It's Throwback Thursday at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth. Sugardale Bacon, $2.98. Campbell's SpaghettiOs, 78 cents a can. Bluebonnet Spread, 78 cents a pound. Pillsbury Cookie Dough, $2.28. Stouffer's Entrees, $5.98. Prices are after all discounts. Sale starts Thursday, September the 11th through Sunday, September the 14th only at Moore's Piggly Wiggly in Elizabeth. K&B Supply at 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth is your place for fence chargers, wire, and post. Check out our selection of farm gates in stock. K&B Supply is a heritage performance feed dealer for your pigs, chickens, horses, cattle, and yes, even your dogs and cats. We have deer corn in many flavors. Stop by K&B Supply at 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth today for all your farming and hardware needs, or call 304-275-1141. Well, howdy, I'm Mater. Need a tow? At Mason's Towing, we may not be Mater, but we are just as friendly. We go the extra mile to take care of all your needs, from breakdowns to flat tires or auto accidents. Mason's Towing has over 35 years of service to the folks of Wirt, Calhoun, and the surrounding areas. Give us a call at Mason's Towing and Recovery at 304-275-3621. Get her done. K&B Supply at 303 Juliana Street in downtown Elizabeth has American-made steel roofing panels. Ask about the collars available. We carry a full line of electric and plumbing needs, from wire to junction boxes, switches and receptacle covers, and breaker boxes. PVC of all sizes to iron gas line pipe and all the fittings. We've got you covered. Call us today at 304-275-1141 or stop by at 303 Juliana Street in Elizabeth, West Virginia.
Jeremy, we're looking down on the field as Coach Hickman gets celebrated. He's been presented with a commemorative football marking this momentous occasion there with his family, Gail, Luke, his parents, Allie. A big deal for him, a big deal for our program.
Yeah, it's a family affair out there tonight. You had his wife, you had Allie, you had Luke, you had his parents. It's a special time. You know, coming into this broadcast, my wife, as we were driving up Route 5, she said, Jeremy, you got to remember you're a pastor in that county. You can't be too mouthy. But we were able to go down there, and one of the young ladies that go to our church was a baton twirler. That's a tongue twister. A baton twirler for Calhoun. So I had to run down and get a picture with her. But there's the coaching staff still gathered out there getting pictures. It's just an absolute great night to be a Tiger fan. I mean, there's a lot of momentum in the wind and the sail right now. You know, we were standing here at halftime talking about being up 21-6. And how there was some room, and the coaching staff was pretty upset. There was fans upset. Calhoun was getting a ton of yardage, and it was one of those things that we were very almost discouraged by being up 15 points. But the second half comes out, the Tigers do their thing on offense. They only gave up 6 points. Hey, that's back-to-back weeks with 12 points on the board.
That's right. Defense executed well today.
As we get ready to kick it over to our players of the game on offense, this young man put his shoulder down, and I believe there is the number 4 in a couple of these players on these Calhoun's helmets and on their chest. Adrian Hartford had himself a night, fellas.
Yes, he did.
He
ran with a purpose.
I'll be excited to go look at the stat number, and I'll be able to go over and see exactly how how many yards he had, how many yards after contact. Just a young man that absolutely ran with a purpose, that did a great job playing behind his pads. He kept his pad level low. Adrian lowered those shoulders, lowered those forearms, and came up through the chest of those defenders, and he gained a lot of yards after contact. So tonight's Moore's Piggly Wiggly Offensive Player of the Game is going to go to none other than Mr. Adrian Hartford. That young man is he's came a long way in his football career, and I coached him in middle school basketball. It's a young man that just gives his all no matter what he does. But congratulations, Adrian Hartford, on the Moore's Piggly Wiggly Offensive Player of the Game. There were several that we could have went with there, fellas. They didn't make it easy, but Adrian had himself a night. And now on the defensive side of the ball, I told you, it's our broadcast, and we can kind of do what we want with it. So we're going to go, and we're going to lump special teams, and we're going to lump defense in together. And we're going to go ahead and throw Easton Wire a bone here, because that young man went 6 for 6 in the extra points. He got several tackles. There was always in the backfield. He had a really good game tonight, and every time he hit somebody, he had a load of steam going at him, and he did a great job of just upending them. So Easton Wire, number 9, Easton Wire, is going to be our Moore's Piggly Wiggly Defensive Player of the Game tonight. And I guess utility player for the extra points, but just did a really good job there tonight on that side of the ball, Easton, and he did a great job on kickoffs, field position battle. He won us that several times. So we're going to throw Easton a bone here, and we're going to try to get his picture up here real soon as the defensive player of the game. So that's your Moore's Piggly Wiggly Offensive and Defensive Player of the Game.
Gentlemen, next week we make another fairly short road trip over to Glenville. Gilmer County Titans don't have an updated score on them. Let's check into that. One thing this week.
Who are they playing again this week?
Let's see. We're taking a pause here, they're up 44-18 over Richwood.
So that's going to be a matchup of 2-1 teams, gentlemen.
That's it. We may be in for it next week. It's going to be a little dogfight.
My friend Coach Wes Eddy up at Berkeley Springs, 28-21 lead over Clear Spring, Maryland in the third quarter.
What's the big Wheeling Central Williamstown game look like right now?
Let's take a look.
Double A.
Roane County's up 49-7 over Clay in the third quarter now. Doddridge is up 47-8 over Tyler in the fourth quarter. And Wheeling Central won 47-19.
They definitely unhooked the wagon after halftime.
It was a 20-13 ball game at the half, and Wheeling Central just left Williamstown behind in the second half.
Well, gentlemen, what do you say we call it a night here from Mount Zion?
I told these guys earlier that we've been to football games on Friday nights a lot over our lives and different things, but I tell you, it's a lot of fun calling these games with these two gentlemen. People can say that I'm the celebrity or whatever they want to say with being the one that talks the most, but these guys right here are a joy to be around. They're great to have in the broadcast booth, and I tell you what, I really like what Shane did last week whenever he went off the air by referencing Coach O, so we're going to have Shane take us off the air.
As Coach O always used to say, go Tigers.
You've been watching live streaming coverage of Wirt County Tiger football, brought to you exclusively by Moore's Piggly Wiggly and Crossroads General Store. Also brought to you by these community sponsors: Matheny Whited Funeral Home, Calhoun Banks, Mason's Towing, Riverbend Supply, Shade Tree Diner, Hayden Stewart State Farm Agent, K&B Supply, Miller Suds and Sales, Stump Funeral Home, Burns Bait and Carryout, Myers Family Insurance, Twisted Sisters, Bar and Grill, Chris's Barbershop, Mini Hamilton Health System, B&D Title Service, Elizabeth Care Center, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Moore's Piggly Wiggly. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for more live streaming action with Jeremy Kirby, Shane Bates, and the rest of the WVRC Wirt County Sports crew. Wirt County Tiger football broadcasts are a production of WVRC 104.7 FM. All rights reserved.